What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Jeremy Wormy, and I'm back with yet another stream. Sorry that took me so long to get everything situated. To be honest, there's another story that we will be hitting that is breaking from about an hour ago, and I'm not gonna I might not hit that one first, but we will be hitting that one. A VTuber is getting canceled out of fucking nowhere, and it's so fucking ridiculous as to why they are getting canceled. But I will, excuse me, I was gathering up some information on that before we got too far into it, and bros, it is one of the most stupidest fucking things I have ever fucking seen before. Like I've seen some stupid shit. This is stupid. This is like up there on levels of stupidity that is like Melonie Mac. No, I can't say that. Melonie Mac is still more stupid. But anyways, shout out everybody. I see you guys. I saw that. Yes, technically Jack Tarlad was first. He is amazing and beat out everybody today. Even Legatus got beat out by Jack. Legatus is the bot. Legatus has never once been late. He's always here before everybody else, and Jack beat out Legatus. I don't even see Legatus right now in the chat. Guess Canada finally got to them. But anyways, welcome guys. We got some stuff to go through today. One, I got the Melonie Mac stuff because boy, people are starting to notice more and more that Melonie Mac went bye-bye, which is just freaking hilarious in my book because she went bye-bye because of her own stupidity. Okay, she went bye-bye because, by the way, shout out Bruce and Static and all you guys in chat, even Alpha Omega. She went bye-bye because of her own fucking standards. Anybody that tells you she left because of the H1 bots, what fucking H1 bots? What fucking H1 bots? Because I never unfollowed her, so I could still look at her account. I don't see nothing about no fucking H1 bot. Nothing. Bruce, you can like her. I find her intolerable. Incredibly annoying. And honestly, one of the stupidest people I've ever seen. But then we have another story. I know, I have another VTuber story outside of the one that's literally going on now. Apparently, the legitimate Rule 34 website is getting DMCA'd by a VTuber. Now, we'll get into that one. I think it's pretty cut and dry what's actually going on here. Instead of people, using their noodle, they want to ditch the VTuber instead of realizing that there's a third party involved in all this that nobody wants to really bring up right now. But, hey, excuse me. Mainly because so many people were quote tweeting her. Yes! Oh, you muted her because people were quote tweeting her? Well, sorry, Static. That's all my fault. Let's be fair. That was my fault. I quote tweeted her like crazy. She was retarded. What do you want me to do? And by the way, guys, again, we're still trying to get fucking monetized on Twitch. Jesus Christ. How long have I been trying to get monetized on Twitch? So I need at least 3 people pimping that out tonight and trying to get people over there. I'm also live over on Kick, and nobody really cares about X. So everybody that streams on X honestly just uses X to migrate people over to another website. That's really just a notification button. That's all it was. It was everyone back during Goonergate. Well, Static, you should have got involved back then. Okay, you should have got involved. But before we get too far into any of the topics, before we get too far, I saw this the other day. And honestly, it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Obviously, we got to do. Sorry, I just love that fucking sound effect. I love that sound effect. But I saw this the other day. This was disturbingly funny. I have an extra mommy.
I have an extra mommy and my mommy doesn't know, 'cause she only comes to see us when my mommy isn't home. She brings me little presents and she says that we're best friends. But I shouldn't tell my mommy cause the presents would all end. She sits in mommy's chair and she goes in mommy's room. And she drinks from mommy's cup when mommy goes to work at noon. I asked her why she leaves when mommy comes home every night. And she said that she's a dancer and I think that's very nice.
Bros, what are we doing in life? What are we doing in life that is like number one right there? God damn, I thought it was just so freaking hilarious. Maybe I still like her because I don't hear or watch anything she does. You know what, Bruce? That will actually probably like be normal. Okay, that would be normal. LMAO, they want to normalize cheating. I don't think they want to normalize cheating. I think that's just you know what? If this is an actual not a troll thing, I just saw it on shitpost gateway. OG Mom the Cat. Wait, that's the Instagram account. Let me see if I can find. I don't know if this is a Momo the Cat. I don't know if this is them trying to normalize cheating or if it's just a shit post, because I view it as a shit post. Oh my god, I found the Instagram account. I found the Instagram account, bros. I'm not logging into Instagram. Okay, I'm not, and it's not wanting to load. I did find the Instagram. There is like this, but it's not wanting to load right now. Oh, what the fuck? But now it's, what is this? What is this? No, I don't want to fucking sign into goddamn Instagram. Only Figs sign into Instagram. I'm gonna have to watch these. I think it's a shit post than anything else. I think it's a shit post. I think it's a fucking shit post. It's hilarious in my opinion. I fucking love it. It's hilarious. But if it isn't a shit post, God help us, our society has fallen and we need to just, you know, bring the meteor on. And again, I have some other stuff to go through before we get too far into this. Yes, obviously I didn't stream yesterday, even though I said I would. That's because my day job was being a day job, and I didn't get home till 8. And I was tired. And I said, fuck it, you know what? King of the Hill's new season's come out. I was gonna watch the first episode. Then I discovered they batch dropped that shit. They batch dropped King of the Hill. What the fuck's wrong with society right now? But yep, I watched all the new season of the King of the Hill, and I talked to Static about this behind the scenes and DMs and stuff. I didn't hate it. Now, it's no, like, peak King of the Hill, okay? It's nothing like some of the best episodes of the King of the Hill that you guys can fucking think of. You know, like, when they go to Japan, you can think of episodes when Khan becomes a redneck or anything like that. Like, some of the best fucking episodes you can think of King of the Hill. Nothing like that. But they do have, after about 6 episodes or so, it does get pretty damn good. There's 10 episodes, but it does start to get a whole lot better as time goes on. Dale's new voice actor is shit. I'm sorry. He's just shit. It's not Dale. The Bobby, Connie, and Joseph stuff was just fucking fire. I thought there was just constantly good shit after that. After like episode 5. After episode 5 is when it really starts to kick off. And there's a fantastic episode that involves Andrew fucking Tate. Not an actual Andrew Tate, obviously a stand-in. And it's what you fucking wanted. A goddamn Hank Hill calling out Andrew Tate. And just pointing out like the logical inconsistency and shit like that. I fucking loved that episode. Now there's some shit I wish they would have done. Like Hank actually having to deal with some of the more progressive shit going on in society right now. I think that would have been fucking funny. I think it would have been funny as all hell. Joseph is perfect. Joseph just feels like Joseph if he's older. That's it. Because I still watch King of the Hill on repeat. It's always on in my other room. I've seen every episode, oh goddamn, way too many times. It just feels like an adult Joseph. Bobby actually is competent. It is actually a good character. The things that I do wish they would have done differently is one, Chang out of nowhere is no longer a bully. He's just a dick, but he's working alongside Bobby. Where the fuck did that come from? Where did anything like that happen? Wasana-san's, I mean, Ted Wasana-san was always a dick, but at the same time, like, everything with Chain was weird. Connie being a whore, it kind of made, like, there's some, Connie being a whore was also weird. The dynamics were great, but her being a whore was weird. Then also, like, her and Bobby no longer being best friends and somehow falling out of, like, them being best friends when they lived right next door to each other. And they confirmed they lived right next door to each other for years. Doesn't make any sense. Like, they just magically out of the blue quit being friends one day, and I don't know where that came from. Because even during the series, they were always friends during the original series. The other thing is, why the fuck does Hank go to Saudi Arabia? No, more than that. Hank would never go to Saudi Arabia. It doesn't matter if you promised him all the propane in the world. Hank would never go to Saudi Arabia. You want to know why? Because it ain't Texas. It ain't Texas. That's why he would never go to Saudi Arabia. Unless it was for his dad, for his wife, for somebody else, he would never leave Texas. Somebody that's actually dear to him, he wouldn't go. And that's why it doesn't really make much sense. Not even America. Think about the few episodes that Hank left in the original, like the original run. When did Hank leave to go to another place that's not Texas? Montana, because they never were consistent on where Peggy's family was living. It was either Montana or Texas. But Montana, to visit Peggy's parents. Japan, because Cotton, because Cotton wanted to go basically see his lover. They went to New Orleans because, well, they won a trip. They did go to Mexico a few times, but they went on vacation to Mexico, but that's also like a hop, skip, and a jump for them. And it was free the first time they went to a vacation in Mexico. And then they went there Hank chose to go there to get beer and also get Peggy out of Mexico. Yeah, he doesn't really leave the country very often, if not the state. Nope, he actually never went to New York. Hank never went to New York. His parents went to New York, and he was born in New York, but he never chose to go to New York. It takes a lot to get Hank to leave Texas. So him leaving Saudi Arabia, him going to Saudi Arabia, doesn't make sense. It doesn't. And just because, well, we want you to do this propane work, no. You need a lot more work to get him to go to Saudi Arabia. No, I don't even think propane alone could get him to go to Saudi Arabia. Now, Bill being, going inside after COVID and then forgetting the world and becoming a fat blob, that makes sense. That made sense. Boomhauer becoming a stepdaddy at his age kind of makes sense. There was some hints that Boomhauer has a secret life that we never knew about. I mean, he was a Texas Ranger, for crying out loud, and you didn't know he was a Texas Ranger until the very end of the series. I mean, it's batch-dropped, I'll say this. Khan and... what's her fuck? Khan's wife, the Sufa Newsom phones. Them getting a divorce, that makes sense. They were showing that they might get a divorce even in the original series. They were not a happy marriage. There's a lot of stuff that makes perfect sense when you sit down and watch it, but there's a lot of stuff that it's just like, it's glaring that it doesn't make sense and they wouldn't do this. The amount of, like, seeing Hank's nipples because he fell in love with, okay, because of the whole premise that he went to Saudi Arabia and all that, fell in love with soccer, that can kind of make sense. Seeing Hank's nipples feels weird. And you saw Hank's nipples 3 times. And the reason I'm stressing this is I can think back to the original series again, and I think we only saw Hank's nipples maybe twice. We see them 3 times in one episode. And they do a lot of... which was also creepy. And then they also bleeped out a bunch of shit. So there's like... there's things that they just put in here that it feels like you're trying to be too edgy. He didn't work for Buck. He worked for Armico or some shit. Well, Buck Strickland retired. They show that at the very last episode. And he was working for Armico, which was a Saudi Arabia company. So I don't know. Problem, Hank is Buck's bitch. If Buck tells him to move to Saudi Arabia. Yeah, at this point in time, though, Buck was retired. Long retired. So he would not have gone to Saudi Arabia. They did, like, there's only 10 episodes out. They don't tell us what happened to Strickland Propane. All we know is Buck retired. By the way, Legatus is finally here. Late and gay. Jesus Christ. But Buck Strickland retired. We don't know what happened to Strickland Propane. Peggy's retired. Don't know what happened there. They kind of leave it open and closed on whether or not just had her name. John Redcorn, Dale. Why am I blanking on Dale's wife and John Redcorn's lover? Why am I blanking on her name? Mom of Joseph. Shit. But they kind of leave that up-ended on whether or not she and John Redcorn are fucking again. So that one's a little weird. Don't fully know. Don't fully know. I do like, though, how they are... one thing I can give them credit for. They are trying their hardest to actually have, like, decisions made in the show have impact later on. Like, actually have some sort of canon. Because if you ever watch the original show, canon didn't mean shit. There was things that were canon, that weren't canon, that were canon, that weren't canon. John Redcorn is dying. Yep. That's still awesome, Static. But there's like certain things that are canon and aren't canon in the original series. Like it's canon one episode, and the next episode it's not canon. So I kind of like the whole. They're trying to keep like this is canon. This is what we're going to be doing moving forward. This is going to have impact. This is going to be some good stuff here. I love that we're going to see more GH. And I fucking love Hank getting the last laugh with GH. I love that shit. Fucking Cotton going like, I have to stay alive so I can raise him the right way. And GH slowly becoming like Cotton Hill just for Hank to step in and start correcting GH. God damn, that was fucking good. And the whole line, guess who wins, or sorry, buddy. The cult of Bob. Aren't you tired of being angry all the time? Here, let me help you. The cult of Bob. I'm literally talking about King of the Hill right now. I'm literally talking about King of the Hill, the brand new season, and I'm not bitching about it. I'm pointing out some of the things that I dislike here or there, but I'm actually talking about stuff I like. And I'm about to laugh at the tard here in a bit. By the way, shout out the Game Boys over on Twitch. How are you? Episode 10 was the best episode. I disagree. I was not too fond of episode 10. Just because it felt too weird. If you know what I mean there. Like I think the best episode was, I think that's episode. Here, let me pull it up real quick, guys. Let me pull it up. Let me just get King of the Hill season 14. No problem, Game Boys. No problem. I'm trying to look up the episodes for the newest season. Ooh, actually, Bobby Gets Grilled, episode 3. That was a fucking good episode. It was all about cultural appropriation, how Bobby needed to like be his own man. I really liked that episode. Oh, that's the chore episode, which isn't that fun. Episode 6, Hank discovers that Bill's new co-workers thinks he's married to Bobby. Connie's boyfriend may be cheating. Oh, nah. 7, Any Given Hill Day. 7. Fuck it, 7's good as all hell. Crazy Cult of Bob is from the show. No, it's not. That's not Cult of Bob. Wait. It wasn't the Cult. That wasn't the Cult of Bob. That was that was Sigma House, I think. Maybe it was. Was the episode actually called Cult of Bob though? I don't remember the episode names, but yeah, that wasn't the episode. That wasn't the episode name. Hank Hill Luann Colt. That was the Jane episode. Fun with Jane and Jane. And it was the, I want to say it was the Sigma House. But I could be wrong on what the cult was called. No, the Omega House. The Omega House. That's what it was. But I didn't like 5 that much. I didn't like 5 that much. Because that was the episode where you saw Hank's nipples a lot. And that's not something Hank like. Hank sleeps in a shirt, and we also know that Hank has relations in a shirt. I hate that I know that, but that we know that. Episode 8 is the anniversary. Episode 9, I think, is the best. That's the episode where Hank takes good Hank to the men's thing, and then Peggy and Bobby stay together. I think that was my personal favorite episode, episode 9. Although I'm gonna say episode 3 was pretty damn good. It was just all the knocks at actual, like, the conspiracy theorist people that I kind of got tired of. Like, the actual conspiracy theorist people. Hank having secrets from Dale is the best, yes. That was actually kind of funny. No, GH is episode 9. Episode 10 is the when Buck comes back and they do the whole investment thing. That I did not like that episode that much. And it's not like it was a bad episode. It just went on way too long. But that's also the episode where Bobby and Connie go out again for the first time in years. As you can see, I really like King of the Hill. I really like it. That is a show that I will. I'll probably. Oh, I did. Oh, you didn't watch 10? Yeah, you need to watch 10. Foxy Boxing. Oh, Foxy Boxing was a good episode. That. Here's the long and short of the new season of King of the Hill. Is it great? No. It is not some of the greatest episodes of King of the Hill ever. But the more I thought about this, and I'm being serious here, guys. If you go back to watch King of the Hill, I can't speak. King of the Hill, season 1 and 2 aren't really that good. They just aren't. I can tolerate season 2 a little bit more than I can season 1, but season 1 has maybe a episode I really like. Maybe 2 episodes. Season 1. Obviously, episode 1. Snipe hunting is okay. The Supanusa phone's moving in. Okay, maybe the last season finale of the original season was also good. That's 4 episodes out of 10. There are like 4 good episodes in that first season out of 10. And even when you go to season 2, let me see. Let me take a look at the episodes of season 2. I'm not a huge fan of episode 1 of season 2. That's when Hank shoots for the first time. Episode 2 of season 2 is pretty damn good. And that's the tornado episode. Hank unknowingly buys crack. I don't like that episode. That's episode 5. Bobby finds success as a model for husky children. Episode 6, so that's 2. 9. And again, about season 2, there's about 4 episodes I like. Actually 3.5 that I like. I like the beer story in the long run because what it kind of represents is like how the two of them are, Bobby and them are different, but at the same time it's kind of showing the groundwork of how different they are, but how similar they are at the same time. That's why I like the beer story. But I'm sitting here and I'm looking at the first 2 seasons of King of the Hill. And there's not many good episodes in those first 2 seasons. I'm going to be honest here. There's not. But through that leads me to what I think about this season. I think this season is on par with season 1 or season 2 of the original King of the Hill run. Which means that there's some good episodes and there's some episodes that are just meh. I don't have a problem with that, and I'm 100% okay with more. Give me another season. I would love to see where you're going to take this. Damn straight. I want more of this King of the Hill right now. By the end of it, I was ready. I was raring to go. I want to see where you guys are going to go with this. We still haven't seen Luann. We still haven't seen Lucky. We haven't seen Luann's daughter. We haven't seen any of that. We haven't seen Boomhauer's wife or girlfriend or whoever the heck it is. By the way, shout out to, I'm not going to be able to say your name over on Twitch, but shout out to you. We haven't seen like certain characters return yet. We don't know what's happened to Strickland Propane. There's a lot of things you can do there. And the black character that they introduced in this season, they haven't even actually introduced. He just is there. You don't know anything about him. Well, let's dive into that. Let's tackle that one. Let's go. I have no problem with what they're doing right now at the end of season 1, and I want to see more. Hell, for all I know, they'll end up having fucking Connie and Joseph get together. Probably wouldn't have a problem with that because that would have been an interesting dynamic to see. But that's enough of me talking about King of the Hill and how much I actually really like fucking loved that. I didn't love it, but how much I liked it and how I'm not bitching about something for once. But let's get into something to bitch about, shall we? Because I feel like we haven't bitched about something for a little while. So here, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this because I'm starting to do this too. But for those of you guys that haven't been paying attention or aren't aware, we're about to talk about Melonie Mac, guys. That's right. How many of you guys remember that? Well, this stick of wood. Long stick. But just for some context here and stuff like that. Here, I want
so
people...
this video
I did not mean to start that. That was my bad. But anyways, just for some context here. And to remind people where this all began. Goonergate. Yeah, a lot of this started at Goonergate. A lot of this came from Goonergate. A lot of the situations we're dealing with originated from Goonergate. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because during Goonergate, Melonie Mac took a very hardline position against Gooners in general. Now, obviously, we use the term Gooner not as the actual meaning of Gooner. It's just people that like attractive women in video games or anything like that. But she drew a hard line on the games like The First Descendant or anything like that and said that that is porn. And she will not be supporting it, and she will not like people like promoting it or anything like that, which nobody was asking her to promote it or support it. They just wanted her to let people play games that they wanted to play. But the reason I bring up the whole notion of porn is because Melonie Mac has made the stance that porn must be banned. If she calls something porn, that is her calling it to be banned. Simultaneously, this then led into, well, a myriad of a frickin' storm. Like, let's be fair here. Goonergate was a nightmare scenario filled with all sorts of just nonsense. But we did end up seeing how a lot of people interact online and, well, who they actually were. It did kind of weed out a bunch of insane individuals. And Melonie Mac was one of the people that everybody pretty much just admitted is a nutcase. Like, you can't be going around screaming that frickin' The First Descendant is porn and is bad for you and blah, 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 all while at the same time promoting games like Lollipop Chainsaw or Marvel Rivals or anything else that has very provocative images of women in it. You can't do those things, okay? People can see right through that. Well, since then, I have like the Goonergate tweets all pulled up here, obviously. You know, you have oh, actually, no, this wasn't Goonergate. This was just last week. Ha! A reminder that Sydney Sweeney takes her clothes off for money and is a glorified prostitute. Just because she makes liberals mad doesn't mean we should be propping her up as a conservative icon, which I don't know anybody that was actually doing that. But yeah, just last week, she decided to go on these entire rants again, taking those hardline stances that don't make any logical sense, are filled with some inconsistencies, especially when you take into account Melonie Mac's own Instagram posts, her Twitter posts, her own thoughtery, what she dresses as. Nothing was adding up there. Okay, nothing was adding up. Well, this brings us to something that happened just recently. I think it's actually this one. I think it's this one. And yep, right here, this one. What a show. My Chemical Romance rocked. And normally I'd be over here being like, hey, you know what? On any normal day with any other person, I'd be over here saying, yeah, I don't give a shit. Go to the My Chemical Romance stuff. Problem is her stances on things. That's the problem here. Because her stances are, if it's anti-Christian, it's bad. I don't think My Chemical Romance is a super Christian group. I don't think they promote Christian values. And correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. She made it impossible for her to like anything. Yep, she did. But correct me if I'm wrong. I had somebody tell me this. I'm just gonna double check real quick. My Chemical Romance lead singer I'm doing this. I don't know. I don't want that one. I want to know. I want to know. There. I want to know. Okay. Yep, that's what I wanted to know. I heard it said, but I didn't know for sure. The lead singer, Gerard Wade, I probably butchered that. Gerard Wade uses both he, him, and they, them pronouns. Oh. Well. Kind of hypocritical there, Melonie. Kind of screwed up in the head right there. I mean, you're promoting somebody that obviously promotes gender ideology that you don't like. You are supporting a group that supports child murder, child mutilations, all that stuff. And the reason why I'm taking that stance is because she made this stance her stance. I'm only holding her to the stance she herself has applied to everybody else. To herself, to everything. This is her stance. Yeah, she's over here at a My Chemical Romance thing. Quarterback Garrett apparently went to the My Chemical Romance concert. Guess what? I didn't care that Quarterback went because Quarterback isn't out here trying to shame people for liking things that he doesn't like. He might make fun of it here or there, but guess what? He's not trying to ban people from doing things he doesn't like. He's not trying to destroy people's lives or what they enjoy for liking these certain things. But you love this. I mean, you're almost 40 years old and you're over here on My Chemical Romance, so yeah, you actually have that look. But I'm pointing this out because I like My Chemical Romance. And I just want to bring us over here to this. Reminder, guys, I'm turning off the background music for this. Everything Melonie Mac has stated. How you shouldn't be playing these gooner games, how Sydney Sweeney's a gooner, and how she's gonna stand by her principles, even though she's gonna constantly be getting all shit. She's gonna go out there and debate other people. For frick's sakes, before we do this, she went on frickin' Michael Knowles. She went on Michael Knowles to defend her stance on Sydney Sweeney. She has all this. She goes to My Chemical Romance, and she has this to say after the fact.
Dude, I don't get it how people will dictate if they listen to a band based on personal politics. It's so weird.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute before we get further into this, because it's about to get a doozy. You don't understand how people won't engage with a product because of their personal politics. Doesn't this sound familiar? I feel like we've been down this road before, guys. I feel like we've had this exact discussion before on Goonergate, when people just wanted to be free to play their booby games or not play their booby games without anybody crying about it, despite what their political beliefs say. But no, Melonie, you had to put your own bullshit in there and start freaking out that people wanted to play something because it wasn't aligning with your values, because it wasn't aligning what you believed. Man, I feel like that's weird, guys. I feel like that's weird. Why has shown solidarity with the transgender community and has spoken about his own struggles with gender identity. The band has also been known to embrace the queerness within their fan base. Good to know. Guess what? I like My Chemical Romance. I like Black Parade. I mean, I don't know anybody that doesn't like Black Parade. Let's be fair here. But like, anybody else, I'd have no problem with them having this stance. You, however, Melonie, I have a problem. But hey, we're only 10 seconds into this minute and 39-second video. So let's see how much worse this gets.
I went to a My Chemical Romance concert last night. Amazing, by the way. And a lot of the comments that I get are like, don't you know they're liberals? Don't you know they support this ideology and that ideology that you don't? And it's like, am I supposed to care? The music sounds good. But
what about The First Descendant? You made this whole fucking stink about games like The First Descendant. Later on, you made a stink about Marvel Rivals after promoting it, by the way, even though it didn't make sense for you to promote it at the period of time. What about back then? What about when people just wanted to play a fucking game and you flipped your fucking lid over somebody choosing to angle a camera to show a butt? You flipped your lid and started demanding it gets censored. Even though she'll come out here and openly say, guys, I never said that The First Descendant should be banned. I just equated it to porn. Simultaneously, Melonie Mac believes all porn should be banned, so vis-a-vis, you want it banned. The logical jump there. There's no other path but banning The First Descendant. You wanted it banned. And now you're complaining that people are coming to you saying, why the hell are you supporting this thing that you have stated is against your belief structures, and that you won't support things that are against your belief structures? Now you have people coming to you pointing this out, and you're crying that people are calling you out on this bullshit. You're bawling your eyes out, and you make a fucking video defending your stance, where, guess what? Any normal time of the year, I'd be out here defending you. But after Goodergate, I'm like, okay, throw you to the wolves. I don't care. You've made this your position in life. You get to now lay in your bed.
Right? Unless the lyrics are directly promoting demonic ideology.
Where's the demonic ideology or anything disturbing or abhorrent within the First Descendant? You said it was. You said people that like the First Descendant were on par with demons. That they're no different than the freaking Rainbow Mafia people. Where's the difference in all this? Where is it? Because one's... I actually know. First Descendant doesn't have anything blatant in there except pretty women with scantily clad images. It is your choice to partake in it or not. It's your choice to listen to this music or not. Up to you, Melonie. But hey, we'll finish this because it's so deranged.
Or outright blasphemous to Jesus Christ. I don't care what the personal opinions or politics. Sorry, I got a free croissant today. I know, I'm carnivore, but it was free. They gave it to me at the coffee place. I couldn't.
Well, let's be fair here. If somebody gave me something free, even though it wasn't in my diet, I'd probably eat it too.
Okay, anyway. But why would I care? This is just some weird chronically online behavior to me.
No. This is people holding you to account. This is people holding you to your position. And Lance Thrustcock, good name, by the way, says it in the fucking chat. It's rules for thee, but not for me. People are holding you account. People are holding you to the position that you yourself have taken. You took the position as to, hey, all this stuff is bad and you shouldn't support it. Well, guess what? My Chemical Romance is in that massive background and you still support it. You went there. You gave them money. Hey, welcome to this. Guess what? You now support kids lopping their junk off. And you might be sitting here thinking I'm being hyperbolic. That's the position she's taken on many different things. When it came to Sydney Sweeney, she said people that are praising Sydney Sweeney and think she's beautiful and wonderful and all this awesome stuff and not calling her a fucking whore, one day you'll be out there promoting Dylan Mulvaney. And it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? And I see Alpha Omega just DM'd me something. Let me give me a second. Let me refresh real quick, Alpha Omega, so I can get what you sent me. Holy. From Loudwire. Why I don't want to do this. Shut up. Why some My Chemical Romance fans are upset over their weird demonic stage production. Huh. You made this your bed. You've done this to yourself, Melonie. So now, okay, look, well, you don't really need you know, the mastectomy because you don't really have anything up there, but let's get you ready for a fake dick. Let's go. You're obviously a trans now. You're obviously a queerdo. You're obviously a part of all that stuff. I mean, that's your own standards. That's your own beliefs. And people are holding you to your own fucking beliefs.
I don't get it. Same thing if I talk about a movie or something. Oh, I really like this movie, but it's got such and such actor in it. Don't you know that they do this and they do that, or their favorite or their...
Wait a minute. But hey, I like Sydney Sweeney. I like her movies. Mainly because she's in them. I like seeing Sydney Sweeney. Didn't you just take the stance last fucking week that we shouldn't be propping up Sydney Sweeney as some sort of beautiful woman because she's a porn star in your eyes? That was just last week. Hey, hypocrisy, huh? Melanie Mac didn't. If Melanie Mac wasn't a hypocrite, she'd have no standards in life. That's what we're discovering through this.
Politics are. It's like, am I supposed to care? I just think they're good in that movie. Like, I get it. Let's not promote actual degeneracy in society. Trust me. But come on!
Correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't several of the songs that My Chemical Romance sings, you know, about walking down the street? Maybe, you know, doing some other things. I'm trying to dance around TOS right now that aren't so good. She literally reversed course on her Sydney comments. This Biash has no principles. Yes! Legitimately, yes, she has zero principles. My Chemical Romance sings about literally offing people and death and all sorts of awful things. I like their music. I don't give a shit. But hey, we should be promoting stuff in society. Well, technically their music does this, but you don't see a whole lot of people doing it because of their music. You don't see people doing this shit. But you took this stance, Melonie, and I'm done listening to the bitch, okay? I'm done listening to the bitch. But this also brings me, obviously, here. You literally freak out when people play games with attractive women in it and say how they like Sydney Sweeney. You have no room to talk. But through all this, I bring you over here to her account, and not a whole lot of people can see this, and I get this. I can take one good long look at her account. If you guys go over to her account, and I'm going to double check that I have this pulled up right now, because I don't think I do. I can go grab this real quick. If you guys go to her account, okay, what you will see, if you're not already following her, is this, and I'm pulling up Yeet to help out with this. Melonie Mac has gone private on Twitter. She protected her entire account, and Package Girl has it over here. Even her Bible account has been protected, has been shut down. And obviously she's up here saying, hey, keep my account on private because these H1 bots are out of control. I hate it here. Follow me on YouTube or Insta. And furthering this, oh, there's this. I didn't see this one yet. This will be interesting. Looking at all this, where's the H1? Where's the H1B topics at all? Where are these H1 bots? Anything like this? I'm not seeing this. Before we watch this video that I obviously didn't know existed, let's see. Let's scroll here. H1B, 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 H1B. I'm not, you know, seeing anything about H1B. Not. She did a 6-minute video saying she's quitting Twitter. Well, I mean, before we watch that video, she's already saying it's because of the bots, it's because of H1B, it's because of all this. Let's not mince fucking words here. She's quitting Twitter because of the My Chemical Romance pushback. You want to know why? You want to know why? Let's go back here. Random video. Oh, well, her QTs are off now. I saw this, and I did take a screenshot. She turned off her QTs now. You can't quote tweet it, but the first one that she turned off quote tweets for were this. She shuts it down after the My Chemical Romance pullback. After everything that was going on there, she shuts down her account. And she's coming out here saying, it's because of the H1 bots, guys. It's because of the H1 bots. It's because of the fucking blowback. It's because of the positions she herself has taken throughout everywhere else on the internet. And now, blocks her account. She's been deleting comments on her YouTube channel, calling her a hypocrite, her hypocrisy out. Oh, wouldn't shock me because, hey, the only people that are in existence to defend her are Quarter Pounder. Quarter Pounder is the only person out there that will probably defend her on all this, because when people start looking at all the stances she has taken, it's inconsistent and it doesn't make any logical sense. But hey, there's a 6-minute video here. Let's check out the 6-minute video. By the way, I do see you, Grump. How are you? Oh, fuck. Fuck goddamn X video. Screw this shite. Okay, pulling it up now. Obviously gonna turn off background music, but let's see what she had to say here. This is her 6-minute video.
Hey guys, so I'm making a video on this because the drama tubers and drama accounts on X have already been circulating stuff, and I didn't realize I was that important that me privating my...
No, it's because you're so deranged and you're a literal lolcow. People like to laugh at you. I mean, you're a hypocrite, you're a narcissist, you're up there with freaking quarter pounder. Yeah, everybody likes to acknowledge you. You could come out here and say, I didn't know I was that important. You've done this to yourself. You've made yourself this important. And now people like to point and laugh. Point and laugh at the cow. Point and laugh at the freak. That's what people like to do. I mean, you've done this to yourself, honey. You're one of the biggest drama accounts out there. You get involved in literally everything. So if you're going to come out here and go like, oh my God, I can't believe people are talking about me. This is all you've ever wanted. But guess what? The blowback was so large this time. You're running in shame and trying to make this whole narrative.
Account would already make news types, drama news. So I'm kind of honored that I have that kind of impact. But
I wouldn't have that honor. No, not in this instance. This isn't like Asmongold here. This is a lolcow. I mean, you're no real different than Boogie. You're just a thin Boogie. You're a thin Review Tech USA.
I just wanted to make a video to talk about it. Some of you guys already saw this, that was going to be happening, because I've talked about it in videos for weeks to a month-ish now, where I have been praying about if I should get off of X. Before I continue, I'm just calling it a break right now. I don't know. I'm calling it a break. I'm gonna take off.
She'll be back. You want to know why she'll be back? You need X to promote yourself. You can do a lot on Instagram. You can. You can do a whole lot on Instagram. X is still the main hub. And people like Melonie here, who likes to say, you know, the saucy things, can't really say the saucy things over on Instagram that much. So you need X to promote yourself. Without X, you have no ability to actually promote yourself, especially in the camp that Melonie Mac has positioned herself in. So she will be back. She requires it. She might take, you know, some time off to mentally heal, because even I say, hey, take time off the internet. Anybody that takes time away from X or the internet in general, they always feel better. So she'll obviously take time off, but she's gonna be back. You can't not be back. Somebody like Melonie who lives off the attention, she'll be back.
Off premium. I'm not paying for premium.
Bullshit. You're gonna be paying for the fucking premium. I call bullshit on that.
Or anything like that. So if you are a paid subscriber here on my X account,
I call bullshit. You want to know why I call bullshit? She loves those frickin' dollars she gets on X. She loves it. The subscriber money, all that. She loves it. That's why she goes out there and makes these fucking deranged takes like Sydney Sweeney or anything like that. She loves the deranged takes and she gets money for it. It's all for the fucking clicks. She will 110% come back and pay for premium. That way she can get money.
Thank you so much for the support. It means a lot, but I'm pretty sure if I take premium away, that goes away. And obviously I wouldn't want you guys to pay for something where I'm not even posting content anymore. So, thank you for being there and for supporting everything that I was doing on X. So from the bottom of my heart, it means a lot, and I'm so grateful for all of you. And I hope that you're okay with this decision, but
Why would they have to be okay with this decision? That it's not their decision to make, it's your decision. Why would you leaving have to be like, hey, I hope you're okay with me leaving? You're not dying, you're not quitting, you're just taking a break from X. Why would they have to be okay with that? Why do you hope that they're okay with you taking a break from X? Oh, it's because you're addicted. It's because you're a hypocrite. You're addicted. You're connected to all this stuff. You want them to feel okay because you don't feel okay. Doesn't fucking matter. You're too parasocial into all this, Melonie. Get the fuck off your own high horse here.
I felt convicted to do this. I deleted the Grok app, as a lot of you know, because I talked about that. I deleted the Grok app because I started feeling really uneasy about a lot of the AI stuff. And especially once the AI companions dropped and things like that, I saw that this was going in a really degenerate place with the whole Grok thing.
You went to a My Chemical Romance, shut up about the D-Gen shit, and it takes a lot of fucking work to actually get her to do any of the D-Gen shit. Shut the fuck up. You're a hypocrite. You're just making excuses now.
And even beyond just the degeneracy, because obviously we don't have to use those features, right? I didn't want to support something that pushes these transhumanist type things, that pushes just blatant perversion and things like that. And
then why were you on X to begin with? X is littered with fucking porn. Like, there's an entire discussion we can have about X and just how prolific porn is on X. I couldn't, for a later topic here for like Fillion and VTubers, I type in Fillion, who's a safe for work content creator. I'm trying to scroll through the news about the situation that's going on with her. And the next fucking thing I see is, well, there's full on porn. Well, congratulations. We could have a discussion about that. But you're on X to begin with. And if you're this whole anti-porn person, why the fuck aren't you advocating for porn to X to be banned? Oh, well, you're not. You're just running and hiding because of the pushback.
it looks like that's the direction that it's going.
It's been going.
And I felt convicted to uninstall it, so I did. I didn't sit right with my spirit, and I don't want to invite that in my home. So I uninstalled it, then, because I used to have the app. And then I blocked Grok from my X account in general, which I also made a post about that.
You can do that? Excuse me. Sorry about that. You can block Grok? I mean, I shouldn't be shocked, but at the same time, if you block Grok, can it interact with you? Or does it freak out? Because Grok is integrated in X. It doesn't matter if you block it or not. It sees everything that you're on because you're on X. Static, I know you're in chat, buddy. I see you right there calling her a crazy cat lady. We have tests that we need to do.
But also, the rise of the H1B bots that I call them, it's, you know, it reads like a bunch of I'm convinced that there's a Muslim psyop of
what the fuck is going on here? What? Wait. I'm not like ADDing out here. I'm not doing any of that. I'm trying to follow along. Where did the fucking Muslim shit come from? What? She goes from their H1B to immediately Muslim. What the hell just literally happened there? I am lost. I'm like following along, you know, here's the path already. You're a schizo crazy cat lady that doesn't make much sense. But then out of nowhere, we're in Muslims. Oh, well, what? You know what? I take it back from earlier. Hank Hill going to Saudi Arabia makes a whole lot more sense now. Mainly because this makes zero sense. This hoe's nuts, says Crump. Are you out of your goddamn mind, lady? That's what I'm thinking, Jack. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know what's happening.
like Pakistani or I don't know where else, but these actual bot farms where there's technically a person behind it, but it's someone from India or Pakistan or
It's always India, okay? We always know it's the 7-Eleven employee. Okay, bot farms, which I'm 100% believing that you have employed.
something that's meant to push certain narratives. It looks like that. I obviously can't say that's guaranteed the case, but it looks like that. And what I notice on X right now is there's definitely some demonic ideologies and narratives that are being pushed on the platform. And I made a video talking about Elon Musk also punishing Christian accounts. There's a Bible account that I am mutuals with that had their account demonetized, even though
I'm gonna need some hard fucking facts there, honey. I'm gonna need some hard fucking evidence for all that shit. So I don't see him going after Christians. Everybody always wants to say he's going after this, he's going after that. I don't fucking see it. Where the hell did that come from? She doesn't know what she's talking about. The bot farms are in Bangladesh. Oh, that's also true, Bangladesh. But that's in India. Not Muslim. That's in India. That would be Hindi. Yeah, she's literally just going on about nonsense right now. I'm so lost on all this shit. I'm not going to sit here and say like, hey, X isn't doing things that it probably shouldn't be doing. But I have not seen any attacks on Christianity The most I've seen is like this weird promotion of a guy named John Delarose who goes, well, I mean, he's Catholic, not really Christian, but again, that's an argument for another time. But he's everywhere. Bro, legitimately, you can't talk about John Delarose without him magically appearing in your comment. It is nightmarish and insane.
All they do is post Bible verses. And I feel uneasy with the platform.
I call bullshit that all they did was post Bible verses. I call bullshit.
I feel uneasy with what Elon Musk is trying to bring out into the world. And I just felt the conviction. And I felt like
Oh, God. You want to know the most annoying shit about this? She's hiding behind the Bible again. She's hiding behind the Bible. It's her usual playbook when she starts getting really big pushback on literally anything. She hides behind the Bible. Go all the way back here to this video. This fucking video. Okay? And this video is unhinged. It's over 20 minutes long. And I'm scrolling through it because I'm looking for a specific moment. A moment that it lives rent-free in my head just because of how, like, perfect it was and how I call so much bullshit on what the hell she did here. Where is it? I don't know if I can find it. She pulls a literal Bible out. I'm not even making that up. Like, there's a Bible right next to her PC, and that Bible looks pristine. She apparently does all this Bible verses and stuff like this all the time. That Bible looked freaking pristine. And she's like, I have the Bible. I have my God. I have all this. No. You're hiding behind it again. You've done this shit before. I've seen you do this multiple times now. When you come out here, have a really hot fucking take, and then start getting called out, you say, but the Bible. The Bible. You use it as a sword and a shield in the most despicable and disgusting ways. I hate it. I hate when people do that because it tells me you're not a real Christian. You want to hide behind it every chance you have because my God told me to do this thing. My God told me to call all the gooners out because they're all demonic monsters. Well, at the same time, I'm going to go to a My Chemical Romance concert and ignore all the hypocrisy of my actions there because God told me I could do it. That's all you do. Oh, that's all you've ever done. She loved Twitter when she could get away with saying, yep. I'm not going to lie, she does. And I still say it on Twitter. Guess what? I don't give a shit. Because if you want to know a fun fact, about saying the F slur, you can say it if you pay for premium, and they won't throttle you for saying it. That's actually a fun fact. You can still say it, not abbreviated or anything, and they won't throttle you as long as you pay for premium. How else are you gonna do your shtick, Melonie? How else? Oh, wait, but your shtick's running up because everybody just says the F slur now.
I needed to get off this app. Now, if the bots die down, if a lot of the propaganda bots die down, because that's the thing. I put my account on private. I didn't just leave, and I just put it on private because I would block these accounts, a ton of them every day, and they keep coming back.
Yeah, I have them all in my messages right now. They're freaking annoying. Guess what? I ignore them like an adult.
Because, I mean, you can't outblock a bot farm. And some people may see them less than others, but they are in my mentions constantly. And so I know a lot of the drama accounts and this and that want to make up narratives and say I can't take criticism, which is hilarious because I've been on the internet for 15 years, 16 years, well, longer.
Well, you can't take criticism. Every time you start getting pushback on literally anything, you either double down or start hiding behind the Bible. Again, Goonergate, Sydney Sweeney. Right now, yes, you literally can't take criticism. Anybody saying that it's because the H1 bots, bull fucking shit.
Than that, but since social media, since I started actually creating content, because I've been on the internet on forums and stuff since I was a teenager, and
well, that's a problem.
Yeah, so I don't care about getting criticism. I get those on all the other platforms. So I'm not leaving those. My thing is, I just feel
It's because this is the biggest platform and you can't handle the criticism on the biggest platform.
feel uneasy in my spirit. And I know some people, they still want me there because, hey, you can be one of the good guys on here. You can share the word of God. And my other account, my Bible account, which I'm posting this on both. But
your Bible account is privated. Legitimately, her Bible account is privated. I didn't even know she had a Bible account. Why did you private your Bible account? That doesn't make any sense. Is it because you knew people were going to end up hunting it down, figuring out that you're still on X, you're not running away, so it doesn't even make sense? Nothing here is making sense. There's bots over on Instagram. There's bots everywhere. Why the fuck are you running it? The bots don't make sense. The only thing that makes sense is this is the largest platform. More eyes are over here on X. People can see your unhingedness on a daily basis, and the criticism got too much. The bots don't make sense. Everybody gets bots. If you're going to call the bots out, okay, welcome to the club. We always do this. What else? Legitimately, what else is the problem?
it's sharing the word of God. But I just, a part of it, I kind of was struggling with that because it's like, yeah, I want to keep posting that here, but I just don't feel right about the platform. I don't feel right what is happening, and I don't want to support it. I don't want to support it with my money, and I don't want to support it with creating content there. So that's where I'm at now. If things change, I might be back, but I don't know. Right now, at the very least, I need a break. It was like, I just had to make this video because the drama account started going crazy. I was just like,
How are they going to see this video if you privated their account? How are they supposed to see any of this if you privated it? I get blocked and suspended for asking questions. She thinks she's special. Yeah, Weasel got blocked. No, Weasel lost his Twitter account. He's on a second Twitter account, and he did nothing. He just lost it, and he couldn't fight against it or anything. Weasel gets blocked out the blue, out of pocket. She runs and hides because of bots? Bullshit. Bullshit. You've had a multitude of bots in your fucking mentions by now. Multitude. You've done something. You got pushed back. That's the reason you're running. It ain't because of anything else. And if you're going to come out here and cry because of the pushback, you're saying you're not crying but because of the pushback and because I got God on my side, but bullshit, that's why you're running. You're running and hiding because of the pushback.
that my bios were sufficient on this, but that's
Nobody
where I'm at
believes
right
them.
now. I'm praying about things, and who knows what's going to happen in the future if I do come back. But right now, this is where I'm at. I'm on a break, and we'll see.
On a break? What? Just say I'm on a break. What? Why do you have to do the air quotes around break? Say I'm on a break. I'm going to figure out whether or not I'm going to delete it or not. What? Why air quotes? Oh, because you're not really on a break. You're waiting till the criticism dies down. Guess what? You're in the algorithm. Yeet, push this everywhere. People know exactly what's going on right now. It's pretty fucking easy to figure out where this is all going, and everybody knows it's because of the criticism. This isn't rocket science here, honey.
If that is a permanent break from this app or not. If you do want to follow me elsewhere, I post on YouTube a lot. I have 2 different channels. I have Melonie Mac Go Boom, and I have Bible Time with Melonie Mac. So I would be happy to see you all there. I'm on Instagram. I always post stories on there. I know it's kind of, it's not the most in fashion app right now, but I have fun with it because I love posting stories.
You can do the same thing on X. You know, there's a lot of people that just post and ghost. They post, mute the thing that they just posted, and then walk away. Why don't you do that? Oh, wait, you're a woman. You don't know how to use the internet.
And just sharing what I'm doing during my day and stuff like that.
The timing's too obvious, says Static. Yeah, it's too obvious. I'm sorry. It's too fucking obvious. You can hide behind the my bots. I'm getting bots too. I get a lot of weird shit in my mentions. I turn off my notifications or I close the app. Like, none of this makes sense. The only thing that does make sense is she's internet addicted and the pushback got too hard and she couldn't handle it. If Alpha Omega said was true, again, Alpha Omega said that she's deleting comments of people calling her a hypocrite. I could believe it. I can believe it. From Melonie, I can believe it because she wants consistency. She wants a consensus on her ideas. She wants people to constantly agree with her. I could 100% believe that she is deleting comments of people calling her the fuck out because she needs to be called out. She needs to be called out more. Quarter Pounder can't fucking protect her forever. The fact that Quarter Pounder hasn't called her out and calls everything else out but hasn't called her out, bull fucking shit. Quarter Pounder simps harder for her. You have one of the hardest fucking simps on your goddamn side. Bull fucking shit. You're running away because of my bots. You're running because Quarter Pounder can't even defend you anymore. That's why. Even though he's still probably trying to defend you tooth and fucking nail. She wants somewhere her simp mob can curate so she never sees anything negative. Yep.
So if you guys want to keep up with me, you can. And if you don't, and your platform is just X, hey, thank you so much for being on this journey with me for.
Oh my god, that is the gayest fucking thing you could ever say, calling it a journey. Hey guys, thank you for being on this journey with me. I so fucking that's super fucking gay. It doesn't matter if you're a girl or not. That's so fucking gay.
Since I've been here since 2009 on this app. Thank you for supporting me and following me and just being there.
I'm gonna be honest here. If anybody's followed her since 2009 up until now, there's a lot of things wrong with them. There's a lot wrong with them. She had very different opinions back in 2009.
So thank you for that. But anyway, that's what I have to say about this. I hope that it clears things up. You guys know where else you can find me if you want to. And if you don't, I respect that as well.
Nah, I'm not. I'm done with this shit. People know exactly what the fuck's going on here. Why? Seriously, Bible time. Okay, if Bible time is just posting Bible verses, why leave? The bot thing doesn't make sense. If this is here, why leave? Hey, isn't it the moment you deactivate your premium, you lose your check mark? You don't keep it. She still has her check mark, so she obviously hasn't gotten rid of premium. But she posted this 5 hours ago. Nothing here makes sense. As soon as I saw the Grok image thing, I canceled my subscription. It's been building anyways, but this getting out of hand. None of this shit makes sense. None of this shit makes sense. No. Grok making images. Every other app makes images. Every other AI app makes images. Why the fuck are you freaking out about this one? In fact, there's a religious app out there. A religious AI that's uncensored. Why aren't you promoting that one? Tim Pool promotes it all the time. Why aren't you talking about that one? See, there's a lot of shit here that doesn't make sense. It's not adding up. Nothing here makes sense. The only thing that does make sense, pushback, criticism, mounting, and people called you out and you couldn't handle it. And now all you have are your simps around because nothing else makes sense. No, you're hiding behind my Bible again. That's all I can see is you're hiding behind my Bible. Everything else feels like bullshit. And when I called her out, not like, here, I'll come over here. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna come over here. Okay. I pointed this out to somebody. Pointed this out. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find right here. On the yeet thing, okay? On the yeet thing, I responded. Has nothing to do with H1B stuff. It has everything to do with her being a hypocrite. That's not true, says Joe Bryan, okay? Not trying to call you out. I'm just pointing this out. Literally is. You can even see it on her Twitter page. If you look at her Twitter page, everything there. The last thing was being called out as a massive fucking hypocrite and then going bye-bye. Oh, she is a hypocrite, but that's not the reason she deactivated her account. Then why did she do it? The only thing that makes sense is her being a hypocrite. That's the only thing that makes sense. Pushback got too big. Nobody huge is defending her anymore. And the people that are huge that are defending her, let's be fair here, they're lol cows. My Chrissy Mares? Listen, I love Chrissy. I think she's funny. I'm not going to do what Chrissy tells me to do. And I think Chrissy is backing wrong horses constantly. You're fuck's sake, she kind of defended Nick Rekieta. Nothing here is making sense, and the only thing that does make sense is the hypocrisy and the fucking criticism. That's it. But that's my take on that one. I could see her thinking Jesus AI is the devil. I could agree with that. Nah. Well, actually, she probably would say that it is the devil, but there's religious AIs out there. There's decent AIs out there. And if you're fighting back against AI, well, you're very fucking late on that one. That's my take. Is what it is. And also, I recorded that whole thing, so hopefully that video will be up tomorrow. Legitimately, when it comes to AI, AI is a tool. Is there things that people do with AI that I find abhorrent? Yes, but it's a tool. It's not my fault that people are using AI in the wrong ways, and you're not fighting back against AI anytime soon. You're just not. AI is here to fucking stay. For better or worse, that's the case right now. That's just the reality of everything, and they're legitimately that's the reality. You had your chance, and instead of fighting back against it, you promoted it, and now you're like, oh my god, it's too bad, it's evil, it's awful. Oh, could have seen that shit coming from a mile away. Literally could. But I got something funny for you guys. I'm not gonna play the fast facts because I do have I have Legal Mindset's fast facts on this situation, and it basically boils down to bro can't do shit. But let me I'm just double checking something. Yeah, bro can't do shit because this was a thing the other day. Timothy Chalamet says he wants to file a lawsuit against Ethan Klein. Why did Ethan Klein say that I am a terrorist even though I'm not? I'm a Yemeni citizen. By the way, weapons in Yemen are just like phones. Anyone can own them. I went to file a lawsuit against Ethan Klein. Well, you can't because we already have images of you actually over with the, well, Houthi pirates. We have images of you with several instances of you, well, being connected to the terrorist organizations. Sorry, you can't really beat him. Plus, you have Plessy versus Ferguson. You have the public figure standards within any sort of defamation lawsuit, because the only thing that you could bring is a defamation lawsuit. And because you yourself is a public person going after another public person, you have to prove that he knew really and wanted to hurt you, that you weren't a terrorist. And all signs point to you actually being a terrorist. I'm sorry, they just do. You are associated with actual terrorist organizations identified by the United States. You're a terrorist. Can't do shit. Can't do shit. And I do have the Legal Mindset Fast Facts. It's only 8 minutes long. We could probably bust it out super fast, but not. The Melonie Mac thing went a whole lot longer than I thought it would. And I have another thing I would like to go over because it's a little bit more complicated. And it's gonna be playing some games of very carefulness. Because the next big thing I have is actually connected to the VTuber I have on the thumbnail right here, okay? And let me get this going right now, because I want to bring you guys over here to this. So this is from Sailor Duck. And apparently Sailor Duck, you can even see it here in his bio, says, I run various image boards, CEO of the Gooner. He's apparently the CEO and leader of Rule 34. Sorry, I had to take a swig of water. Okay, I had to take a swig of water. And this is revolving around a VTuber named Soury. Actually, I should not go over straight to her Twitter account because she posts fun time images. Very, very good images. I'm not going to lie there. Thank God, chat, to hear that. But yes, she posts a lot of images like that. That's the kind of content she does. She's also pretty based. Gotta be here, fair. She's based. She says shit that I like. She posts shit I like. I mean, what am I going to do? But Sailor Duck here brings this up. Okay, and I'm going to zoom in to read this. Continuing with censorship talk, this might just be a minor inconvenience, but I have had Cam Model Protect send over 15 fraudulent DMCAs in the name of Soury. targeting fan work on Rule 34 and many other sites. When I went to Souri's Discord to see if we could put a stop to this, I was told by a mod that these DMCAs are legitimate. I then proceeded to contact 10 artists who made fan work, and none said they were paid by or commissioned by Souri, okay? So out the gate right now, it doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good. Okay? The reason why I am trying to point this out is because, you know what? We're gonna come back to this. We're gonna keep going forward. Because yeah, it doesn't sound good right now. Filing fraudulent DMCAs for fan art people made for you is not only incredibly disrespectful, but also flat out illegal. The copyright of fan art stays with the artists unless you paid for it. In Souri's defense, there were a couple of images made by Souri themselves and we deleted them instantly when the complaint came in, but the notice for the fan art just don't stop. Now, before we go too far, and again, I have a bot over on Twitch that I'm about to yeet, because obviously I don't have a mod on Twitch because nobody's on Twitch, but Souri, and I'm probably butchering your name if you're watching this, she does tons of not safe for work stuff. She also does Fansly and Patreon content. So some of the imagery that is coming across is her actual paid wall content that she is DMCAing. I want that to be there because there's some multiple layers to this that I'm still not being able to figure out what is actually happening. I think I have a logical guess as to what is happening when I look over this whole situation, but I'm going to save that more towards the end right now because I think it's a little bit simpler than people think, and it's a failure of communication. But I effing love VTubers, so I promote a whole bunch of them on my front page and even printed them for my wall. I have never seen a VTuber be so hostile against their own fans slash artists. This has been going on for a year now. Please stop this. And you can see this here. There is a bunch of evidence though that Sailor Ducky, and again, I'm being very careful not to go over to his thing because I have to play very, very close with the TOS. He gets into a lot of people's DMs and tries to at a lot of people, so it does kind of look like he is trying to push some stuff. And again, there's a lot of links. Like, just look at how many people he keeps adding here. But we have more of this. There were some questions and false community note leading to a post with no evidence. Allow me to clear things up. First of all, Souri's tweet based on the linked image is a single paid post that was posted a day after this tweet was made. Single paid post. And has already been deleted. It's against our terms of service to upload paid content such as Fanbox, Patreon, Fansly, etc. However, they claim ownership and want to take down all fan work. This is one of the examples DMCA targeting all her fan work. The only reason those posts remain is because we choose to lose our safe harbor by not accepting the DMCA. And again, I'm not clicking that for obvious reasons. DMCA needs to be checked before being sent. There's no excuse for targeting fan work. We have received copies of this DMCA 15 times since the beginning of 2024. We have sent over 11 emails in an attempt to get this resolved and were ignored. That's also why, after a year of abuse, this notice was put up. Some of the artists I contacted to ask if they are okay with their content being on R34. None of them were paid or commissioned. And here's a bunch of the artists. By the way, one of them, I don't know if this person unadded themselves or if this at just doesn't work, but obviously this one is not going to send right to the thing. Maybe he typed it out wrong. I don't know, but that's something to actually look at. The attached image is a conversation I had with a mod. Their argument is that they have the right to submit DMCAs for the entirety of Souri's tag because the artists themselves did not upload it. None of this makes sense considering they have no copyright over those images and are therefore knowingly submitting fraudulent DMCAs. If Cam Model Protect stops submitting DMCAs for fan work, the message will be removed. We will, of course, always delete any paid content. Our turnaround for DMCAs is 24 hours. You can stop messaging me with slurs now. Thanks. Well, you doing that makes me just want to do it more. No, I have not actually done that, by the way. I'm just making a joke there. But we have this, obviously, the image here. And give me a moment. I'm going to try to make this bigger just so I can read it as well. All right. Well, you can tell that if there is any premium content, we are absolutely willing to take it down with an email to the DMCA, whatever. But this whole takedown for all fan art isn't right. That's why I went out of my way to ask about it. I normally don't get involved in takedowns myself. So the takedown is legitimate. The issue is that all of them are unauthorized re-uploads. Some, as this one, I'm not able to see that, and Saori's own work and Sour's own work. Others, such as, well, I can't really see those are again links, and this one are commissions. The fan art are also reposts. If you can verify that uploader is also the artist, then there is of course no issue. However, as far as I can see, most of them are labeled as being posted by bot. Actually, that's true, because I saw some people arguing this. I think there's two different arguments going on here at once. Obviously, they're taking down a bunch of fan art right now and stuff like that. But if you actually take a look at how this is being worded, this feels more like they're differentiating between the two situations here. One is obviously Saori's paid artwork, her own art, things that she has done. That is obviously getting DMCA'd. But it really does sound like, yes, fan art is being wrapped up in this as well. But the fan art was not uploaded by the original artist and is being uploaded by other people. So yeah, that stuff isn't protected anymore. The artist has the right over that. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that they should be DMCA'd. The artist should be doing the DMCAing. But I'm just saying that could be the reason they're getting caught up in this. And again, I'll explain my overall thoughts on this a whole lot later, because I don't really think this means what you think it means. We've also previously had issues with Fansly Patreon, and Saori's dojins have been uploaded multiple times. For further, please contact the DMCA team, as they are the main contact point for this, not Saori or the mod team. That I will say is that it's not right to take and re-upload other people's work, and if more Saori content is uploaded, it will be DMCA'd. Again, if I'm going to be honest here, as much as I don't like the abuse of a DMCA claim, it feels like there's another team doing this all together, and instead of addressing that team here, you're trying to go to the mods, who the mods saying, we're not in charge of this, we have a DMCA group here, and you're not even going there. I see these are made by Saori, right? Yes, those are Saori's artwork. One is her real from her 1.0 model. And we come back here, he has another one right here. Some may not want to go to R34 to view the DMCA exemplars, so I have put one in a Google Docie. If there is any doubt whatsoever, this has Saori, full legal name, I censored on top of the document. And again, I have to be very, very, very freaking careful with anything I click right here, because I'm obviously on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick right now. I clicked the wrong thing here, it's gonna be over. Can you start over and act like you're explaining this to Hank Hill? Excuse me. Okay, so there's a VTuber who's a virtual avatar. Okay, somebody who's trying to go around looking like an anime girl who does not safe for work content, which means naughty no content. The content that our good buddy Cloud loves. She is copywriting Rule 34, which is a naughty no website, because they keep uploading images of her from her Patreon and Fansly. DMCA is essentially copyright takedowns, because she has the right to those copyrights. That is the breakdown of the situation, but it keeps going on, because you heard him talk about a thing. Yeah, I can at least show this one, even though it's risky. A Rule 34 user / mod claims I file fraudulent DMCAs, yet many are works I commissioned for my own Fansly animations. They host my content under a Fansly category while calling me my takedowns fraudulent, even though AI slops are fan arts from artists I haven't worked with remain. So there's that other piece here. It's taking down very specific artwork. It's not taking down all the artwork. It's taking down very specific artwork. Some artwork still is staying up, but you still got that Fansly category. That would mean the things that she's taking down is hers. So let's say all this art's being tagged under Fansly there. Yeah. If she's going through a third party, they would think that that's hers and they would DMCA it. That makes sense. And again, for the Hank Hills of the world, that means she's taking down her own content that has been tagged as her own content. Again, pretty self-explanatory there. But following this, we also have this. Hello, glad this finally got some traction because he responded to this. I posted my clarification here. If it wasn't your intended that the company you hired is supposed to nuke all fan content, then there must be a miscommunication with you and the mod team, which I'll just come out and say it. I think that's what's going on here, because she hired a third-party content creation here, and you're blaming her for it all when you even admit at the beginning she hired a third-party group, Cam Model Protect. I think that's what's going on here, and I think we're starting to deduce why this images are being taken down. More likely than not, they're being taken down because they're being tagged with Fansly, Patreon, things like that. It's being confused as her own artwork, and they're taking it down because she paid them to do so. If there's a miscommunication, then yeah, she needs to talk to them, but we don't have any proof of that yet. And we can, I need to be super freaking careful, but we also have this from Slayer, and yes, he freaking responded to one of my favorite VTuers in the entire world, which again, for the Hank Hills of the world, I'll just say it like this. Imagine Dale, but 100 times worse, and only talk about VTubers the entire time. Yeah, that's a VTweeter. I think that could pretty much make sense there. But we have this. There is no winning here. She's currently live lying about the situation, claiming artists don't want to take down anything on Rule 34 because of privacy issues. Meanwhile, users in her chat are advocating DDoSing R34. I'll just delete all the fan art later. I don't have any evidence of this. I do have this clip here. I know it's 8 seconds long. There's a much longer clip somewhere. Actually here, let me go hunt down that longer clip real quick. Let me hunt down that longer clip, because she actually deletes like all of her VODs and stuff. She doesn't re-upload them. So give me a second. Give me a second. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find this. And I have to be, again, I have to be super freaking careful on all this. That's the 8-second one. This isn't the same one. Let me see. Dowry. I don't know if I have it. Let me double check. Dowry. I hate her. I hate her name. I hate her name for all the logical reasons as to why I hate her name. It's because it's so fucking Euro, because she's French. Let me see if it's... You? Dowry clip. She is so freaking French, it's insane. I don't know if I can find it. I might be able to play... Yeah, that's not it. So I do have Rima's video here on the situation. Because she has the clip. I don't know where it is. And I cut over to where the clip begins. Again, go check out Rima Everstar. She has the clip. I agree a lot with what Rima says here. There's a lot of frickin' French here. By the way, if we actually go back over to the dude's even thing where he's saying, hey, she's advocating for DDoSing or anything, I'm not seeing it.
I only reported like content that I own. I didn't report anything else. There's still like plenty of fucking fan arts in there, like in a website.
I don't see where anybody's advocating for DDoSing. I'm not even seeing anything like that. So you're saying that she's doing this, but I don't see it. But again, we have it here from Rima. We'll get through this. This is gonna be a long one just because of Rima's pausing. I love Rima. I just wanted the clip, but I don't know where to get it. So we have this.
34 situation got sorted, or what's up with that? Bro, I have no fucking idea.
100%. When she was talking about it, 0 people talked about DDoSing. I rechecked. The guy might be a little schizo.
I think he's schizo. Again, I'm sorry for having to play Rima's video. I love Rima. Don't get me wrong. I just wanted the clip myself, but I think he's super schizo. Again, he's interacting with some of the schizoists of schizo VTweeters.
not the first time he like tags VTubers and posts like that.
I told everyone I only take down the fancy content and commission I fucking own. I haven't took down anything. Where would I go after?
Listen, I'm not gonna. This is an ongoing story. It's a developing story. I'm not gonna pick a hard side because both of them are saying things that are contrary to the others, and both of them are like really confident in what they're saying. And you can tell after you watch this clip, I feel like, I don't know, it's a little bit more convincing when it comes out of her, straight out of her mouth. So,
To be fair, I agree with Rima there. Call simp. What I will also say is, like, it's a developing story. There's a lot going on here. When you're engaging with certain VTweeters instead of, you know, trying to go out there and prove your point, and I've seen your Google Docie, again, I have to be very careful at anything I fucking bring up. Your Google Docie doesn't really show anything. Like I have the Google Doc. I could bring it up here.
so I don't know what the
Oh, sorry about that. I can bring it up here in a bit over on Google Chrome. A lot of his evidence is really like tightly cropped. So I don't know what's being said at all. I'm just getting responses and it looks weird. It looks really weird, man.
fuck's going on. If there's a miscommunication or something, hopefully they can talk it out.
That I don't own. Then that would mean I would also go against like, you know, every single fan art on Twitter or on Pixiv or on DeviantArt. Oh yeah, we can talk about that. But
I mean, that's true. What you just said there, going against every single fan art on Twitter, DeviantArt and all that, there's no evidence of that. It's just Rule 34. So what's going on there? Why is Rule 34 the only thing that's being singled out here? She's not going out anywhere else. So there's something specifically going on at Rule 34. Nowhere else. So that's something we should be taking into account, but I don't know why people don't want to do that.
there's nothing to tell. It's a piracy website, like, you know, trying to, I don't know, teach me something.
Oh, it's just that she doesn't save the VODs from her stream, okay? It's not that she hid it. I see.
They have a whole ass category named Fansly and Patreon. Now,
I have to laugh. She is so fucking French. She is so fucking French. There's a whole ass category called Fansly and Patreon. Just the way she says that is fucking French.
it's not just me in this story here. Come on, dude. Be smarter than that. They literally, yeah. You know how they have tags like, you know, girl, MILF, teen,
MILF?
ass. You have a category that is Patreon and Fansly. You just click
I love how she says words. It's so funny.
on there. Bitch is saying, I love VTubers. There's a whole ass category of Fansly people, VTuber people from that platform that have their leaked content there.
Dude, her accent is so hot though. Like, okay.
Rima, I love you. Shush. I don't want to listen to you talk about her accent. I get it. You're attractive. Apparently, you're Canadian French. You're not even a real French. So, I mean, you already dropped down on the list of French people here. I thought you were a real French, but It is what it is. I don't need to listen to you talk about her accent, okay? I'm skipping forward a little bit just so we could get past you talking about how sexy your accent is, because yes, it is sexy.
I'm not trying to do like, any moral of the story here. I'm just defending myself because he's saying like, I've been doing false DMCA claims on his piracy website. Come on, dude.
Piracy website.
If people don't mind having their content there, like, that's fine. But, like, he's, like, talking for every single artist. But I think he forgot that people who publish on his website, they are not artists. They are users.
I think that is a distinction that isn't super important here because there could be artists obviously posting there. You need to be very specific. If the fan art is getting wrapped up in that, I think it's primarily because they're being tagged it with Patreon and everything like that. I think there's a lot more to the story. And again, I'm saying what my logical thought process is going on here because something just isn't making much sense. And I don't think we're getting the whole story from one side that is trying to say that, no, this is 100% happening and she's a bad person. I think there's things going on that. God damn it. Cloud, I'm going to need you to go to Rule 34.
They're users. And those users didn't ask the consent of those artists to have their art published there.
So how did...
To be fair, they should have asked, and only after the fact they're getting permission to have it up there, so you should have asked first. That is a factor to be played here, but I need a fast facts for legal mindset. Let's go, porno edition. Porno edition.
How does the safe harbor thing work? So the safe harbor thing
I could actually explain this. Safe harbor is essentially you're just waiting for it to time out.
works because it's users that are uploading the content. Is that it?
I think the safe harbor is just a timeline. You might be the enabler of Clarmy. Shut up, Static. Why are you going there, Cloud? Because this is all about Rule 34. And I need some evidence.
Ordered or not. Like, I think he really do have, like, bad faith. He's just completely blind about, like, the shit that is being published on his website because he doesn't even moderate what people publish there.
We're gonna listen. I know some shit that goes on in Rule 34. They don't moderate that shit. They don't.
No, they kind of just take actions after they receive a complaint. So as long as you don't get a complaint, it stays up. As long as
Weasel says, Cloud, don't do it. He's trying to give you carpal tunnel so you're easier to subdue on the island. Listen, we're not bringing back the island right now. But it would be a whole lot easier. Shit, I hit space again. It would be easier to take him down on the island once he has carpal tunnel.
with DMCA takedowns, it remains a safe harbor.
Quite literally, me again saying, Cloud, go to Rule 34. That's more than dropping the box of porn on the porn addict's lap. That is me dropping the box of porn direct, like, that's me throwing that porn addict into, like, a porn museum and say, have fun, do whatever the fuck you want. That's me actively causing harm on somebody right there. I should have thought that through a little bit more. But who else is going to go to the Rule 34 to help me out with this? Nobody. Cloud, have fun.
Okay.
I don't want to lose my time on that because it's just fucking useless. I said what I had to say. Funny thing, I found out a few drawings I made in there too. Oh, okay, Tristanax, did they contacted you to ask if you wanted your art to be on the website? What did you say? It's on Twitter. I just wanted to defend myself about the fact he said, like, I'm falsely, like, claiming art that I don't own. No, I only went for fancy posts that I own and the commissioned art. If there's anything else that have been taken down, then it means, like, you have to talk with the people that took down all of this that I didn't ask, because I never, like, went and said remove every single fan art, because no.
See, she's saying that she never asked to have them remove every single fan art. And she's saying, oh, you need to talk to them because I didn't ask for this.
I think, well, that's the same thing that the moderator said. You need to go speak to the DMCA team. You need to go speak to the DMCA people. I think the DMCA company, the company that's doing all the protection here, the Cam Girl Protector app, I think things are probably tagged wrong, and they're grabbing a bunch of shit thinking that it's Fansly or Patreon or something like that, and they're taking it down. Which that might be your own website's fault, not her fault. I have no evidence to back up my claim here. That's part of the thing here. There could be evidence to disprove what I'm saying. The problem is nobody's giving out that level of evidence, and we have a bunch of people making a bunch of accusations. And to be quite fair here, the people backing up the Rule 34 guy, I don't really like. Yeah, it might be a bad idea, but I kind of put more faith in Saori here. Saori. Cloud, it's right here. Saori. I'm probably butchering her name. She's French.
And there's still, like, plenty of fan art on his website of me that are still up there that I haven't, like, claimed. So I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I feel like it's that company that's messing it up then.
Like, I think this dude is actually thinking, like, his website is like Pixiv, DeviantArt. I mean, I'm not going to, like, compare Pixiv and DeviantArt because DeviantArt is, like, a fucking shithole now. But he's comparing maybe himself to Pixiv or ArtStation. Like, his website is just a dump of art published by anyone who online.
I'm kind of just spitballing here, but I'm wondering if this company is used to working with VTubers, because it might be that usually if they work with cam girls, right, then basically every image or video of them that's found.
Cloud, I'm not able to spell it. I've had to copy paste it a few times right now. I'm not. It's right here in the corner. It's right there for you. I do think Rima's saying a good point here. Just I'm gonna back up just so we can get her whole point, because I do think she has a decent point. She might not be Saori, probably butchering it again. Might not be using a site that is worked with. Saori. I can't fucking say it, Static. Shut up. Anyways, she might be working with a company that's not used to working with VTubers, so that could be part of it. Again, it could be tagged the images could literally be tagged Fansly, Patreon, something like that. She's telling them, hey, take down the Fansly content or this content or that content. And because of that, that's why they're taking down this particular content. That could legitimately be the reason that this is going on. I don't know.
That usually, if they work with cam girls, right, then basically every image or video of them that's found on the internet is technically paywalled content. So maybe they thought that every image of Sarah is paywall. I don't know.
I think it's the tags. I think it's literally the tags. I think that's what's flipping them up, and that might be Rule 34's fault.
I don't know, I'm just spitballing here. It might be a theory. I'm writing.
Yeah, they don't review people's posts. They are like, okay, let's allow anyone to publish anything there. I even had my cosplay there. I had my motherfucking cosplay.
Dude, her cosplays are hot.
I don't know what her cosplays look like. I kind of want to see it now.
On Denboru, on Jelboru, on Rule 44, it's my cosplay. It's pictures. They are not like drawings. Even if, like, it's overly, like, painted on top. Anyway, I'm not here to, like, trash talk the website or the dude or...
Cloud DM'd me. Give me a second. I'm scared. Guys, I'm scared. Super scared. I'm clicking. Yeah, I've seen this. This is what you see. So, okay. He did go there. I'm opening up the image real quick. So we can't corroborate because I want to see, like, some of the images and what they're tagged. But apparently this is what we're seeing right now. Which, this is also on X if you want to leave a comment. Saori use of DMCA to remove fan art. This document showcases how Saori continues to censor and remove fan art. Oh, okay, yeah. This is in a Google Docie. So I've already seen this. I can bring it up a little bit later, but like I need to see what all the tags are. If a lot of it says Fansly or stuff, I think that's what's going on here. And if so, that's Rule 34's fault for not properly moderating their site.
Owning it. I'm just like, just pointing out, like, what's up there. It's a piracy website, and you cannot just, like, blame me for wanting to protect, like, what I own. I'm not going after the fan arts of people on Twitter, on DeviantArt, on ArtStation again. I love people.
See, I feel like because she said that, she's just like, I wouldn't go. Why would I go after fan art? If I went after fan art, I would have to go after every fan art on DeviantArt, Pixiv, and all of that. It's just like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
I'm gonna say I think it's the campsite, and I think it has to do with tags. I don't know how many times I could probably reiterate that over and over again. I think that's what's happening here. And one of the other reasons I want to bring this up, I don't want to bring up the V-tweeters that I'm always fucking bitching about. I don't. That's for tomorrow. But the reason I'm really like trying to hammer that point home is I don't really see people bringing that point up. Like, if these images are tagged a very specific way, like how Sarui, probably butchering her name again, shut up. If it's how she's saying it to be true, and even when I read the mod thing, it sounds to be accurate, these images are getting tagged wrong. So the team that's doing all the DMCAing is probably wrapping it up by accident, but because it's tagged wrong, they don't know. I feel like this is a Rule 34 problem. It just brings you to that page, Cloud. Well, thank you for trying. Now go have fun with the rest of Rule 34.
Arts.
She said again?
Sorry.
Let's go back.
I'm not here to like trash talk the website or the dude owning it. I'm just like, just pointing out like, what's up there. It's a piracy website, and you cannot just like, blame me for wanting to protect like, what I own. I'm not going after the fan arts of people on Twitter, on DeviantArt, on Outstation again.
Again.
I think when she says Outstation, I think that's a fuck up of the words. I think maybe she's talking about going up against Outstation again, or she might have had an issue in the past. I think that's what's going on there. I don't think it's actually like fan art itself. I think that's what's going on here. Again, probably a similar situation before.
What do you mean
I love
again?
People's art. I retweet people's art. Jesus Christ, dude.
My problem with this is, sure, she's not going after it personally, but the company she hired to represent her is. Yes, and the company, if this is true, of course, the company is like making her have a huge optic problem. Like, this looks really bad, and she needs to scold them. I would be so.
I agree. It's her company's. It's that company's fault. That's what I think it is. I 100% think it's the company's fault here. At the same time, I think they're probably going off of this very specific thing, and I do think Rule 34 might be tagging it all wrong. It's apparently not even just Rule 34. This is hitting Damboro and Gelburo too. I don't even know those websites, but they haven't said anything. I think there's something going on right here, and I think it might be because of the company. It might be because things are getting tagged wrong. So it's all sorts of issues are going on, but I don't think it's her herself that is doing this, and I think calling her a DMCA person is probably wrong. But hey, I mean, again, I'm using my brain power here, and I know that's very bad to do nowadays in 2025. Using a functioning brain is probably a problem. I should probably just destroy the rest of my brain cells with hard liquor.
So pissed.
Yar! Me a pirate! Or I plunder and steal on the internet. I am so cool and badass because I refuse to pay for stuff. Yar!
I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say. This is gonna be an uploaded video. I'm gonna continue going on.
Thank you very much, Snompert. I know there's nothing that will stop, like, piracy websites. What I don't like is the fact, like, this dude brought my name publicly. It was a call for war. I never asked for this. I was just defending myself. He's the one who started, like, making a Twitter post about me. I would have said fucking nothing. Fuck, my arm again. Broken. Great. Yeah, even like, mention my name on his post.
I mean, he did more than mention you. He added you. He called you out publicly. Like, that's a serious thing, and he's been calling out a lot of people publicly. I have taken some looks, and again, I'd love to pull up his Twitter account, but it's Rule 34.
Like, he wanted my attention. And so, like, it's not the, like the content I've been trying to remove from his website, like, content I own again, not the fan arts. It's been over a year that he received like, DMCA claim over a fucking year. And even still up to today, I still find my fancy content there because users post it and they are not like, being monitored. I'm telling you, like in a week or in a month, you'll find more fancy content that I own on their website, unless like, they remove entirely the Chaturday tag.
He said he would remove everything within 48 hours. I'm surprised by that. Oh, he removes it, but it shows up again 2 weeks later. God damn. Yeah.
So what's the point of if he's removing it? What's the remedy there? Think about that one. Okay, if he keeps removing it himself, but it keeps just popping back up, what is the remedy? Copywriting? That's the only remedy. Like, you need to fix that. That you need to have a system in place to make sure this content doesn't get uploaded if it is behind a paywall. You need to fix that on your own end. Like, I'm not trying to sit here and just dog Rule 34 on all this. Again, the company that Salary hired, I think they're also to blame in this situation. But let's not mince words. Let's not try to act like, hey, there's other people at fault here and it's all her fault and blah, 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 blah. Like, there's other things going on here. And when you start looking at everything, I do think Rule 34 has some part to play in this. You need to do a whole lot better monitoring your site, monitoring your system, making sure that what they are uploading isn't coming from the paid wall content. If you don't want this to happen, you need to do that modicum of work. Make sure things are getting tagged correctly. I'm sorry, that's just the case here. I have to do that on fucking YouTube. I have to be careful about all that shit on YouTube. Why do you get away with it? Why do you not have to deal with it? Yeah, I don't want to sit here and like not say, hey, don't like say that Salary is completely out of the woods here. Okay, because I do have to say, come on. If there's other art getting fucking yeeted, you do need to take account in this. If you're hearing that there's issues here, go to the people that are doing the DMCAing for you and discuss with them, what are they actually taking down? How is this working out? Is this actually my work? Or is this somebody else's work? You also do need to play a part in this. But it doesn't feel like anybody wants to have that kind of conversation. They just want to do the, well, no, I'm right. You know, you're right. I'm wrong. Blah, 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 blah. Everybody's on either Salary's side or they're on Rule 34 side. And it's not like, you know, my whole thing just lagged out there. It could legitimately just be a massive miscommunication. And that's practically it. That's probably what the case is. It's a massive miscommunication.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like a whack-a-mole game. Yeah, she said the entirety of Chaturday tag.
Telling you. He act like, it's the first time I come here. It's been over a year. I'm paying like, a DMCA team. I'm losing money to get content removed from his website.
No, she didn't admit anything. The premise was always that she was asking for him to remove premium content from his website. He's saying she's trying to DMCA fan arts as well on top of the premium content, and she's saying, no, I never asked for this. I'm not asking to remove the fan art stuff. Now,
and I agree with that. I mean, I feel like that's pretty cut and dry. Seriously, that sounds cut and dry in the grand scheme of things. I'm not trying to take out fan art. You're accusing me of trying to take down fan art. All I'm trying to do is take down my content that keeps getting uploaded over and over and over again. It feels like a game of fucking chicken, but where some of the sides are dumb. I'm just being honest. It feels like some sides are really retarded in all this.
Obviously, in his email, he's showcasing links that are fan arts. So there's something going on in that chain between these three parties. That's like a huge miscommunication or lies.
Like, he's literally doing this for attention at this rate. That's why I'm not bringing anything up anymore. I'm not answering to like all the things he said because like he seemed like to have waited for me to react. And he was like, oh, now that you have a lot of attraction, I'm going to answer. No, stuff time. I'm not going to answer to any of like, his claims anymore. I said what I had to say. If you have anything to do, you can go to the DMCA team. That's all. The irony is that the guy that runs the entire site can't...
Also, like, in his...
I think that's pretty much it, too. Here, I'll let Rima finish her final point. But, I'll skim Salary's thing real fast just to see. I don't think she's brought this point up again since her actual response. She's like been very away from it. So I think she only made her comment, walked away, and the other guy is trying to make a big deal out of it, along with VTweeters trying to make a big deal out of it. when I think, again, there's probably conversations that need to be happening behind the scenes that nobody wants to be having.
Anything to do, you can go to the DMCA team, that's all. The irony is that the guy that runs the anti-site can't...
Also, like, in his reply to her, he said, oh, I'm glad this is finally getting traction. So I think she kind of told herself, well, shit, it looks like this guy wants clout, so I'm not going to respond to him anymore. And if he needs to talk, he has to talk to the DMCA team. But the
100% he wants clout. Again, the V-tweeters that I despise the most are constantly talking about this, along with some other drama. It's nonsense. And again, it's because those particular V-tweeters that I despise with a blazing passion are bringing it up over and over again. I'm over here like, I think I'm time to start using my brain noodle, because they obviously don't. So
DMCA team hasn't been really communicative because they keep just copy pasting the same fucking text.
Get enough posts and not clarity to know the collab was a dumb idea. It's whatever. What it is just like, you know, stating the obvious. That's all. Oh! That's all. Now,
Wait.
that's all. We can move on. There's only like, you know, to like, you know, steer this thing up. I'm going to still like, you know, claim any fancy post I can find online. And that's all. It's just what it is. It would be like, you know, with any other license anyway.
And I think that's pretty much it. But she ends up saying it would be like with any other license. That's the end of the clip there. I'll post Rima's whole video in chat. I went over very similar things to this, and I'll quickly skim Souri's thing just to double check. Has she brought up any other comments on this particular topic, or has she practically just left it be? Thank God I'm not scrolling through this live on stream right now. Holy lordy. Oh, I didn't notice this. By the way, apparently Sauri was actually shown up in Shilohley's video. I didn't know that one. That's actually kind of cool. But when I scroll through this, yeah, I'm not seeing anything on this particular topic outside of that initial comment. Everything else is on different topics. Some about Collective Shout, some about MasterCard, some about obviously Shilohley. There's other things that she's talking about here. If I go into her replies, responding to Bao, Puchan, V cards, and again, I have to do this behind this particular look. Yep, thank God I did that. Right as I start mentioning it, yep, there's the porn. Yeah, so there's reasons I have to do this, but she hasn't brought it up again. But I've seen this dude, you know, Slayer Duck. I've seen him in multiple different people's comments, multiple different individuals talking about it over and over again and how this is a massive issue. And I'm like, I think there's bigger conversation. I think there's a multi-layered conversation here that nobody's wanting to have right now. And I literally just brought it up again. Meta tags designed so that the user knows. I think, holy shit, he brought up, actually this, I didn't realize this. I was scrolling through that guy's thing real quick. Slayer Duck actually, you know my whole thing about the tags? Well, somebody goes like, dude, y'all literally have the art labeled Fansly because it's just redistribution of the artwork she's actually sells on Fansly. Prawn Stars, DMCA, illegal redistribution if they're paid content all the time. And he does respond to this, and this is something I've been bringing up a lot of on this actual stream video, whatever you want to call it. This seems to be a commonly misunderstood thing. Those tags, such as Fansly and Patreon, are meta tags designed so that the user knows the source link points to a site where they can purchase or pay for content. Normally, they're used when one free image from a set is uploaded and the source links to the paid site where you can purchase or subscribe to view more. They are not intended for actual paid art. Those can be flagged for deletion, or takedown requests can be submitted to DMCA. What it sounds like, I'm not even gonna try to, like, I literally think I just figured this shit out. By the way, I do need to push this out. I think what's happening is pretty self-explanatory. They're taking down things that say, hey, Patreon or Fansly. Doesn't matter what's going on there. I think that's pretty much the reality there. And I think that's what's happening. And you're mad because your site isn't monitoring this stuff properly. And instead of going through their own 24-hour, that you keep posting over and over again about this 24-hour response that even she has denied is a case, you're going down this path and trying to shame her when she kind of just left it. If you have a problem, take it up with the DMCA team. So I think that's what's actually going on. I think it's a whole lot easier than what people are trying to give it credit for. And I'm more shocked that nobody's actually figuring this shit out. What is this? Here. But I think that's how that is going right now. But hey, I'll bring this back when there's more updates to it, if there's something big or something like that. But in the meantime, that's kind of where it's at. I think there's a lot of stupid people just being stupid. Hey, look, I got another video done. By the way, apparently I had Shylily hentai form. God damn it, Cloud! Why do you talk? Why do you talk? Why do you talk? I don't even know what the fuck this. Okay. I need to use the bathroom. I have one other mega thing that has started happening. Like super huge. And oh, like this quite literally started happening just before stream, and I need to hit it. No, not hit it. Not hit it. Okay. I'm pick my words a little bit better. I need to cover this. I'm just trying to get out of the stuff that I can get out of. You run to the bathroom and I'll be right back. Obviously, again, I'm going to be following the Soury stuff. I'll send them to you. Cloud, why the fuck are you sending me this shit? Why are you like this? Why do you exist this way? Who the fuck who hurt you in life? Why do you think you need to send me your prawn? Yeah, I'm good. I do have a quick hit. People discovered, for those of you don't remember, the Aster Arcadia stuff from a while back and who Aster Arcadia is. People found his new account, his IRL thing, who he is now, and they're sharing that around like crazy. So there's that going on. I don't blame him. He is a sex pest, but let me get this down, and I will be right back. I got. I have two quick things to do after that when I come back, and then I will, because you also like Shylily. You also think Shylily's hot? Yes. Doesn't Cloud. Just because I think Shylily's hot doesn't mean I want her prawn sent to me. If I want to see the naughty no-no images, I can go hunt it down myself. Same with Soury. Same with everybody else. Shout out Jug Draco. How you doing, bro? I don't need you to be the supplier and all that. I can take care of that part. I want you to realize, Cloud, when you send that shit to me, you're not escaping the Clermy allegations. It feels like you want me to be a certain way. Sharing is caring, Dermy. He is just trying to show you he cares. Fuck off, Static. You know what, Cloud? Cloud. Send all that shit to Static. I mean, sharing's caring, Static. Cloud, you can send all the same stuff you send to me to Static from now on. Because sharing's caring, Static. What'd be funnier is if you send it to Adam. Shit, don't do that. Don't send it to Adam because he will probably lose his shit on you. But it would be funny. Anyways, I'll be right back. I need to go use the bathroom. It won't take me too long. I just need to take a piss. So piss. You know, I haven't listened to that song all the way through, my piss break song, for a while. It got to the end and I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, I put my headset on, I was like, what am I listening to? It sounds insane. It sounds so out of pocket. But I'm back. I'm back, bros. I'm back. By the way, Cloud, don't send it to Moo-Woo. Everybody has Moo-Woo muted. They only go into Moo-Woo when they need to go into Moo-Woo. Moo-Woo. Okay? You really should just send it to, like, all the other deranged spots. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this shit? I just saw this because of the fucking Ballbusters chat. What the fuck is this? There is no audio. What the fuck is going on here? Oh my god. Is this what I... You know what? Is this what I think it is? Okay, there's nothing else that's super degenerate about that. But I think... Cloud, you're not allowed to play Pokemon anymore. You are not allowed to play Pokemon anymore. This is not okay. This is degenerate, fucked up shit. That's not okay. I'm putting a stop to that right now. I'm putting a stop to that one. That is wrong. That is wrong and must be stopped. That must be stopped. But before we get into our... Actually, here, before we do that, let me just double check something because, again, this other thing literally started happening last night and I'm still trying to figure out what's going on there. Like, just before we started tonight. I want to see... No, I know you didn't send that. Devil did, but you're the people that are causing this. Okay, you're the type of people that are causing this. So, yes, we must punish you. Wait, let me see. Nope. That's from 1 month ago. Okay, so I'm pulling this up. I do have something that might help, but I'm not seeing the proof of what this one person's telling me I should be seeing. From a month ago, so I don't see. Okay, we'll come back to that one. We'll come back to that one because this is weird because I've actually seen this shit before. And I don't think it means what you think it means. But okay. Before we get into that topic. I have it here. We've been covering a lot of the VShojo stuff and what's been going on there. Obviously, there's been some merch issues. Henya, our sweet little tea kettle, our super kettle. She put this out the other day, and like almost all of them, we all know that they've been dealing with merch issues. Henya obviously came out with her 5-minute thing why she's leaving VShojo was regarding her merch that she was not getting paid for. Turns out it's much worse than just not getting paid for, guys. Hero. Oh my god, I did not mean to go Asia. I can't speak. Hello everyone. These last few weeks have been very stressful and a lot has been going on behind the scenes. Unfortunately, I can now confirm that VShojo will not be fulfilling any of the outstanding merch orders for my community. I'm truly heartbroken. VShojo collected all the money from sales and pre-orders of my merch. This is some stuff that we already knew. There was a bunch of merch that came out that she was planning. I believe that was her anniversary merch. Went out there, you bought it, you got it. That's what was supposed to be happening. We went over Giga's response to all the merch stuff. Giga basically said that she's trying to get the merch out to people. She's trying to figure out what she needs to do to get the remaining merch. That's not going to happen here with Henya. It's so much worse. And by the way, base Henya take that does come up here. Where did I go? Pre-orders merch. If any of your orders for my merch haven't been fulfilled. Oh, wait, no. Truly heartbroken VShojo, collect the merch, but misuse the funds without knowledge or consent. To be clear, I wasn't paid from any of these sales. Some pre-ordered merch wasn't even manufactured at all. So I put out this merch that's supposed to be going out, and he didn't even make it. So you collected money for items that don't even exist. Hey, Cloud. I have this lovely Yingling bottle right here. If you want a Yingling bottle, please give me 20 bucks. And I will guarantee you might get this Yingling bottle. That's pretty much what happened there. I don't have the ability to make this bottle. Okay, I don't. I just took that money and ran. That's literally what happened here. They took the money and ran. They didn't even make the fucking shit. You had plenty of time to make this shit. You didn't make it. But we're going to keep moving forward because it does get based. If any of your orders for my merch haven't been fulfilled, I encourage you to speak with your credit card provider about chargebacks. Let's go. Charge that shit back. Let them have to pay for that one because that's fucked up. You're not getting that item no matter what you do. Charge back that shit. Charge it back to VShojo. Let VShojo have to sweat a little bit on this one. That's fucked. Other talents may have been able to make different arrangements with VShojo, so please also check the talents announcements for any unfulfilled merch orders. I am deeply sorry that this has happened, and hope that you understand that this was all a terrible surprise to me too. I had no idea that any of this was going on, but by the time I was made aware, it was already too late. Order fulfillment had already been stopped. There was nothing I could do about getting them to fulfill, and I didn't have enough time to fix anything. Instead, I did everything I could to get VShojo to make statement to you all about unfulfilled merch orders, and they still haven't said anything publicly. I couldn't let that continue. I have always cherished your support, and I hope that you can continue to support me and the adventures ahead. Let's be fair. You want to know why they couldn't make that statement publicly, no matter how hard you pressured them? Is because they would have to come out here and tell you to charge back. They don't have the money to give it back to you. They don't have the money to do anything. They're not going to come out here and say, hey, charge back or do anything like that. They don't have that fucking money. Oh, VShojo's dead. There's bad things coming on the horizon for VShojo. Again, hopefully this month we get the official announcement that they're going bankrupt. Cherished support in the adventures ahead. To show my appreciation, I'm planning to send digital content to everyone whose ordered wasn't fulfilled. I'll announce my details about this soon. Thank you, Pena the Genius. Aw. That's one. It's sad that this has to be going on. It's still sad. Everything with VShojo shit is just terrible. It hurts my heart to actually see any of this. Base that Henya's coming out here saying, do the chargebacks. Because VShojo is too much of a fucking pussies to come out here and do it themselves. They're trying their hardest to get away from this no matter how hard they are, but there's going to be legal ramifications no matter what goes on. Simultaneously, it is freaking sad. Like, it's nice that she's going to try her hardest to get what people need. And again, all the girls that are going through this right now, fuck VShojo. Fuck them. Fuck them right in the ass. Right in that freaking asshole. Actually, I haven't checked this out for. I haven't been to VShojo's account for a bit. Let's see this. Let's see. Nope. Nothing new on VShojo's account. Their affiliates are gone. Their replies. Yeah, nothing new. Nothing new over on VShojo. But now we're going to come to the latest topic. That is still developing. There's still more shit coming out. I have some of the stuff now. I'm still trying to look for more. Like, as we're going on here, I'm still really looking for more on this whole situation. And I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, I still don't see any new updates to this one, so I'll get you what I have right now. But it ain't good, and a company literally just went to war with all VTubers. And there's not a whole lot, like, we don't know what actually is going on here. So there's two potential factors here, but let me get this going just for a moment. And there'll be some like overlap, but so we got this situation here. I'm going to bring us over here to this first. This is Fillion. Obviously, I played Fillion content before. I've talked about Fillion before. I like Fillion content. Super duper duper Zoomer brain, Twitch brain, brain rot, all the good rots. Okay, that is Fillion's content. I love Fillion's content. I love Fillion, not like in a weird way, but like I like watching her. She's a person that goes around and actually promotes like a lot of VTubers out there. You can find out a lot about her because of who she is, and she's also a content creator that just goes out there to have fun. I can enjoy that. I can like what goes on there. Simultaneously, she has given back to the VTuber community in a major way by putting on the VTuber Awards. The VTuber Awards happen, I think this is gonna be the third year here in 2025, which let's hope it still happens. And we'll get into that for a moment. But the VTuber Awards are essentially a very simple thing. It's an award show for VTubers, put on by VTubers. And normally award shows I call very stupid, entitled, whatever. This is fun. This one right here is solely fun. It's not like the Streamer Awards. It's not like the Game Awards. It's nothing like that. This is just, we're doing this big award show with VTubers. FaZe Connect helps out. All sorts of VTuber corpos and people come here to actually work together. A bunch of indie creators come here to work together. It's really cool. I mean, I can come forward into it. Fall sides here. I've played some fall side content. You got Zentreya. Obviously got Cinder. Last year, this was obviously it gets put on by Fillion. This is one of her main things. The other person that helped actually put this on this past year was actually Shy Lily. Shy Lily was the other host this year, and you can't see this. If I can keep going forward, I might be able to show you the middle area in which they ended up having the FaZe Connect girls. Yeah, some of the FaZe Connect girls came out and did these big performances. And I know Lumi ended up showing off one of her new songs at the VTuber Awards. So this has been very... I liked it, okay? I like it. And I am looking forward to this year's VTuber Awards. Especially because I'm going to stream it this year. So yeah, obviously I'm looking forward to this. Well, I was. Till I saw this today. We Play Studios. One, barely even know what this company is. But we'll get into this, shall we? As a company deployed rooted in Ukraine, We Play Studios has consistently shown a pro-Ukrainian position. Since February 2022, we have terminated all collaborations with individuals and entities from the Russian Federation and the Republic of Belarus. We remain committed to working with partners who share and respect these values. Unfortunately, recent developments have prompted us to reevaluate our involvement in one particular project. We Play Studios is discontinuing its work on the VTuber Awards and will no longer be involved in its production. This decision follows action taken by the event's host and founder, cooperation with Russian community, which is not aligned with our values and position. Wait, what? What? Yeah, you heard that right, guys. We'll keep going forward, but it's just weird and really fucking pathetic. Despite this, the VTuber Awards show represents a unique and ambitious innovation within the entertainment industry, and we are proud of the creative and technical contributions our team has made over the past 2 years. We are grateful to the companies and collaborators who partnered with us throughout the process. Well, that's nice, but why are we separating again? What's this about Russia? What's all this? Oh, well, come over here. They canceled Fillion just because one of the VTubers is Russian. Yeah, it turns out recently Fillion did a collab with a Russian VTuber. One of several different collabs she's had with several different Russian VTubers. For crying out loud, Smugalana, who I believe is part Russian, lived in Russia for part of her life, can speak Russian. She does collabs with Fillion all the time. So yeah, I still don't have any clips of this recent collab that apparently is so bad. But we can come over here to Antilism. I'm probably butchering your name again. It was because Fillion did a collab with a Russian VTuber. Just because they are Russian, that doesn't mean that they agree with what's going on in Ukraine. And here's the further point. Fillion doesn't talk politics. This isn't like Kirsha, which Kirsha's been on Fillion, but this isn't like Kirsha talking about politics here. Fillion's Fillion. You go to Fillion, you're going to get a you laugh, you lose. You're going to get a weird cat girl that jumps on a trampoline, does interviews with some of the largest indie VTubers in the entire world, does a bunch of insane, crazy stuff, literally jumps on a trampoline and tases herself. Like, I can come over here to some affiliate stuff. Let's see. What do we have? Do VTubers have banning problems? Fillion with Filthy Mouth podcast. Actually sounds like something I should listen to. That does sound fun. But I know there's some really good ones. Like, this video doesn't end until I win $1 million. Fillion meets her twin in Japan. Help. We gave Neurosama a taser again. Like, this is what her content is. Leak your real photo or draw 4. Like, this is her entire content. It's do random crazy stuff and just have fun. And she collabs with several different VTubers. Again, Kirsch right here. Philia met the most unhinged VTuber ever. Kirsch. It's from a year ago. You can go on fucking YouTube, type Fillion, and you'll find all sorts of different content Fillion puts out. Not just the VTuber Awards, which again, this is freaking awesome, and I'm so amazed that they do this. But they canceled her. They're trying to cancel the embodiment of ADHD. Legitimately, they're trying to cancel the embodiment of ADHD. I saw a fucking Fillion clip today, and when she's going over the Numi bow back and forth, where with Michi and all that, like some crazy nonsense that's going on right now. That's not even real drama. It's just a funny little skit that's going on right now. And Fillion was like an intermediary. It was funny. You're going up against this literal embodiment. But furthermore, I have this person that just legitimately, I guess, wants to go off the rails and destroy Fillion, I guess. I don't know. But we have this, and I don't think it proves what they think it wants to prove. For those who want proof, Fillion collaborates with a streamer who works in the Russian defense, which she herself says, I don't know what any of this stuff proves. I can't read any of this, so okay. Fillion also broadcasts with a fan of the communist regime. I think you're trying to say she's done content with them. Proof of desire to work with a killer. For smartists, she talks about it in the video. It's not the title. I don't know what the hell you're trying to even pull here, but I have the video pulled up. I could play a little bit of it. I'm not seeing what you're trying to say that I'm seeing, because I know on a collab with Pippa, I wish I had this pulled up, because again, this was breaking right before I went to stream and I couldn't find all the links I needed. A collab with Pippa, they discovered one of her biggest fans is from Russia. Wait, you mean somebody who is like a 1 million sub follower? I mean, here's her Twitch backend from a month ago. 1 million followers, several subscribers. If you're gonna tell me this person has fans that live in Russia when she streams to around the world, crazy, guys. She streams to so many different content creators from all over the world. She might have a fan in Russia. These people don't know meme. If someone wears a communist cap and jokes on it, it doesn't mean they're a communist. Wasn't there, and correct me if I'm wrong, here, I'll pull this up again. A little disjointed than my usual stuff. I'm pretty sure Fillion reacted to somebody singing the communist anthem. Fillion, I spelled Fillion wrong. Communist anthem. Yeah, right here. This is a literal thing that happened. Oh, fuck. I'm pretty sure a year ago. Yeah, a year ago. I remember watching this, okay? This is from a year ago. This person's part Russian. Not the first time, but this is literally Fillion. 4 minutes and 16 seconds long. I'll get to, like, where it really starts beginning. But she dances to this.
Do you like dancing?
Yes, I do.
Yeah?
Okay.
If you want, I can sing for you and you can dance.
Wait, really? You want to?
Yeah.
Okay, I would never put someone on the spot to sing unless it's like bad karaoke on purpose, you know? like So, do you actually want to?
Okay, what language do you want me to sing?
Anything. You can sing in French, because it's the language of love.
Anything, any song.
Yes, anything you want.
Okay, get ready then, okay?
Wait, really?
Get ready.
Okay, should I play music
Anything,
for you?
right?
Or can you play music, or?
No, no need. I will do a cappella. Just
And I'm bringing this up for a reason. Again, this happened a year ago. We've had the VTuber Awards since then. Why now?
try dancing, like,
Okay.
bring your best moves that you think will be best for this song specifically, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna floss so hard, the dentist is gonna kill me. Here we go. Okay, I'm ready.
3,
Are you really?
2,
Okay, wait.
Союз нерушимый республик свободных сплотила навек.
That's literally the communist anthem. And she's dancing to it. The joke is Fillion doesn't know Russian, and Fillion doesn't know a lot. Doesn't know what's going on right now. And she's dancing to the communist anthem. The anthem of the Soviet Union. That's the funny bit about it. So I bring all this up and I point all this stuff out because we have this where I guess it literally starts, okay? And I'm gonna turn off the background music again. It starts off with this.
I see some people spamming Russian. Okay, chat, what if you're Russian? Be honest. Where are my Russian viewers at? For the Russian viewers, I have an announcement for you guys. I am in contact now with 2 Russian VTubers. Trixie
Cool.
Vox and X Kamisha.
Whenever.
I am attempting to organize a collab. Now, one of them speaks no English, so I do not know how that's gonna work. The other one,
So one speaks no English, so she could have said literally anything. And she wouldn't have known because she can't speak Russian.
I am going to find out if she speaks English. That's right, chat. Me and the Russian VTubers are gonna be raiding B, and I'm gonna scope him with my op. Yes.
Wow. The embodiment of ADHD, as Ombro points out, like this is ADHD on steroids right here. That's why I love her content. Did a collab with 2 Russian people. One that doesn't speak Russian, and I'm willing to bet Fillion doesn't speak Russian either. And the other one might have spoken Russian. This collab hasn't come out on YouTube. It obviously happened on Twitch. I have no way to check this right now, and unless I skim through like all the clippers to see like all the evidence. Again, this was breaking before I went live. I'm getting everything I'm having now. All I'm seeing is this is the biggest nothing burger ever, and you shot yourself in the foot because Ukraine and wanting to side with your Ukrainian whatever and trying to be all fucking progressive and all this nonsense. You cut off one of the largest VTubers. I know Iron Mouse is up there. Fillion is one of those people that everybody kind of goes to. Everybody does interviews on. Everybody does collabs with. She's done collabs with so many different VTubers out there. Kirsha, Pippa, Feifei. I think she's done one with Iron Mouse. I could be wrong there. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. But I think she's done one with Iron Mouse. She's done Bao, Numi, Michi. I could go on an entire list of people she's done content with. Varying political belief structures, varying in all sorts of content that they do. Fillion doesn't give a fuck. She's just out there to have fun and to do crazy, unhinged shite. So why on earth are you canceling her? And again, when it comes to the VTuber Awards, this was last year. 322,000 views on YouTube alone. This is also over on Twitch. You have large numbers of some of the largest VTubers in the world being displayed here. We're talking about, I believe the VTuber of the year ended up being Hololive. Like, you had Hololive girls collabing with all this. You had massive, like Gargura's there. You had massive individuals being brought up here. Gigi's over there. There's Henya. There's all sorts of massive individuals that were being shown on this thing. And you're going against that? Because the host streamed with Russians. Let's keep seeing this. Like, does something deranged get said here?
I'm going to learn Russian. I haven't told them a date yet, chat, but I want to try and do it next Wednesday. Speaking of which, wait, extras, who with the raid? The Ruskies, chat. I'm telling you, dude, we gotta rush and be on Wednesday. Okay, wait.
I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the heinous thing here. All I'm seeing is ADHD on steroids. Like, all this whole situation is We Play Studios basically just shot themselves in the foot. Let's see some of these things. We really can't have nice things because of my politics. I know Fillion, at least on stream, was always apolitical, and yet even if a Russian shows up on her stream and with no mention of politics or war whatsoever, this happens. Keep this ish out of my VTuber escape. Thank you. I agree. Like, no politics were brought up. They were just Russian. Just Russian. It almost comes off as if maybe they just hate Russians now and want nobody to ever interact with anybody Russian, which, good luck. Just because they're Russian doesn't mean they agree with what's fucking going on. None of this happens. And I didn't bring this up because I don't have proof of this, okay? This is the other idea that's going around. I think it is with this particular thing here, but again, there's no proof. It could also be because she does content with Smugglana, who just speaks Russian and is, I think, part Russian. Maybe lived in Russia for a little while. This... Actually, Cloud, my brain just went there. I wasn't looking at chat, but you're right. By this logic, we'd be canceled since we're friends with Anna. Literally. Devil. Anna being on fucking Devil's stream, Devil should lose his YouTube channel, according to this. Devil should lose everything because of his connection with Anna. We should all lose everything because of our friendship with Anna, who grew up in Russia. I'm not connecting these dots here. All I see is a company shot themselves in the foot for stupid political points, and there's no real evidence that Billion is even like pro-Russia in the political sense. She's just a content ADHD meme queen. That's it. That's it. And we'll see where this goes. Again, I haven't seen too much. This started breaking before I went live. This was just nonsense. I haven't seen any real big person talk about it that much. If I can go over to trending right now. Yeah, I have to be careful even scrolling through trending, but I'm not even seeing like a whole... I'm more seeing people go like, hey, this is retarded. Because it is. It quite literally is just retarded. I'm not seeing what you're trying to say that I should be seeing. Oh, okay, I have Kitsu here. I have Kitsu before I get too far off this. But I have Kitsu. Billy and Alana had a 3-person collab with another Russian streamer. I don't think they are talking about Alana, but about the other one whose name I don't remember. That's it. That's quite literally it. Because they had a big fucking stream with somebody who happens to be Russian. We don't even know if they are in Russia, or even if they are any Russians who flee Russia and say good things about their regime. I mean, like, again, I want to put this up as a video, but like when we hang out with fucking Anna still talks highly about Russia, but that's because she's part Russian and her family grew up there and they saw some of the good stuff that went on in Russia. She still talks good about it, but it is what it is. Just because you're Russian doesn't mean you like everything that they're freaking doing. And you shouldn't be dragging Fillion. Like, it's similar to the VShojo stuff. Okay, and in regards to that, you're going up against one of the largest VTubers. And I'm not saying Fillion is anywhere near the size of Iron Mouse, but You can come over here to her YouTube channel alone. That's 3 million subs right there. Fillion has ties with so many VTubers across the political. There's a video here with Tricky. There's a video here with Tricky. There's people of all sorts of different sizes that have interacted with Fillion. And you're going up against that all because she streamed with somebody you don't like, from a country you don't like. That'd be me legitimately saying I don't want to engage with the Malays, and the Malays are bad people because they're Canadian. That's a meme. I don't even believe it. But this is the equivalent here. It's stupid. It's retarded. And you just shot yourself in the foot for no reason. That's it. You shot yourself in the foot for literally no reason. And now you're gonna have a bunch of people pissed off at you. And more than likely, like, depending on what all We Play Studios does, okay, depending on what all they do and how connected they were to even the VTuber Awards, there's a chance, there's a really good chance there's going to be somebody else who's more than willing to come out of nowhere to grab this up because of the amount of money you can get. Just the insane amount of money you can get from actually doing this. It's crazy, but that's all I got on that one. Yeah, we'll come back if like Fillion makes a response or somebody makes a response. Fillion being super, shockingly enough, professional. She might make a very professional response. So we'll see where that goes. And that video is recorded. Probably a nothing burger of a video, but it's something out there. But that's true. What's true? What's true? What's true? Like, here's something. Are you guys gonna disown Asmongold? I should put, actually, yeah. Before I go, are they gonna disown Asmongold? I mean, Asmongold's a bad guy. You're just connecting with Fillion, who is nowhere near Asmongold. Are you gonna discount Asmongold? You Asmongold's there. You're promoting Asmongold there. Are you gonna discount Asmongold? I mean, it's Asmongold. If we want to play these freaking games here, Asmongold's a bad dude by these whole political nonsense bullshit. You gonna discount him? Are you gonna call him out, say we're never gonna work with him again? We're never gonna promote him again? This is from 2024, June 4th, almost over a year ago. Let's see, who else can I find on here? Who else can I find on here that you've engaged with? I mean, that's your pinned tweet. If I keep scrolling, who else can I find that's problematic that you guys have probably engaged with? I'm willing to bet I can scroll through all these people and find individuals that have said worse shite than Fillion has. And Fillion is, she might be unhinged and crazy, but nothing compared to like Asmongold. Like, Asmongold's spicier than Fillion, and Asmongold's pretty milquetoast from time to time. You gonna call out Asmongold? I highly doubt it. Why would you? This is the same non-logic that the left has for about Japan and Germany. Yeah. But again, we'll see where this goes as time goes on. Sorry, I added that recording to it. But this is the whole Canada should be canceled for ignoring the Geneva suggestion. Oh yeah. That Canadians are terrible people. Yeah, I mean, yes, let's be fair here. Canadians are awful people. Canada should just be like bulldozed and made into like America's hat. But like, no joke, it's the stupidest thing ever. It's quite literally one of the dumbest reasons to cancel somebody and one of the dumbest people you could possibly cancel. The last time Fillion almost got canceled was a little over a year ago when it came to her whole model. And there's these weird schizos on the internet that do legitimately want to cancel Fillion, and nobody really understands why. Like, when you break it down and you go like, well, why do we want to cancel Fillion? Because she's Fillion. that's kind of it. It's because she's Fillion. Okay. That doesn't really give me a reason. I don't know what we're doing here. But it's Fillion. But I get it. She's Fillion. Why do we want to cancel her? Because she's Fillion. Oh, because she's a large streamer. That's it. She's a large, unhinged streamer who streams with everybody. That's pretty much it. Like, here. Let me see if I can pull up what I was listening to today. Mind you, I'm pretty sure Fillion herself is liberal. Actually, might be able to give you another good example. I want to try to pull up what I watched, listened to today. See if I can. Let me see if I can pull. Give me a moment, guys. Right here. When did this clip go up? Oh, it's from Abe again. ABL Clips, which I'll look through his thing real quick. Does he have an example of this Russian collab that happened? Because if so, thank you, but I doubt it. Yeah. So this is a clip I watched of Fillion literally today, chat. Watch this today. We're not going to watch this whole thing, but this is the level of content Fillion puts out.
Who is currently bored and needs someone to hang out with, okay? Because we need a friend. Numi? All right, Moonette.
You're done.
Wait, she's with Bao. Right? Hey, what's happening?
The taco truck was actually.
Wait, is Numi just stalking Bao and I'm stalking Numi?
Bro, this entire charade was directed by Quan Mills.
Like, if I start moving this forward, Fillion accidentally jumped into a drama. It's friends playing jokes that are just doing jokes. She stepped into a drama and she just began a mediation between it.
Like 5 seconds in, bro. Like, what am I, Nico Avocado?
I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to yell at you. I'm just.
Let's talk about it.
My blood.
What's the big whoop? Bruce, they're canceling this person because she streamed with Russians. That's the big whoop. Is she streamed with what Russians? That's enough to cancel her. You know what? Yeah, you know what? I agree. Cancel her. Russian, bad. Fillion, deranged.
Is gurgling.
Okay, so you have diabetes. What else?
Well, I just don't know if you're the person that I would want to talk to this stuff about because you have zero relationship.
I'm one of the guys. You can talk to me.
Like, there's just a little bit of venom in my heart.
What?
Right now, and it's like, why would I trust somebody that doesn't speak to people like about?
Like, this is the level of her content. Yelling what and engaging. And I will say there is a funny moment in here where she's trying to like break down the whole thing. Listen, legitimately hears the word polycule, which is not what was being asked about. And then she I don't know where it starts. I'll play it until it comes up because it is funny. I fucking Fillion content you go into and you go like, okay, I'm just gonna let whatever happens.
Like what do you like what
you can't put together a single clause. This is a longer run-on than the effing Bible. Okay?
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Thank you. That is a full sentence. That is a full sentence. I'm proud of you. That's really good. Okay, Eminem? Now listen, okay? What is the problem? Explain it to me in simple, under 10 words.
I don't know what you think you can fix with everything that you lack. How could you help me? We are both broken creatures.
Why use many words when few do trick? Okay, well,
again, why do many words when few do trick? That is words I live by. That is my livelihood right there. Fewer word do good.
Both broken, then we can roll around in our misery together. You know? So tell me about it. Something to do with Bao, maybe? I saw you stalking her. You were literally stalking Bao.
Well, basically, Bao is spreading
her cheeks?
horrendous things.
Oh, yes.
That too. She's telling people that she's spreading her cheeks for me when I don't want to see that hole.
So Bao is saying that you're dating her, but you're not.
I love the little pause because Fillion can't keep up, and it gets better. It gets better.
Not? And you don't want to?
No, I don't. No, she's gonna open her cheeks and fart on my face.
What? Numi, what is happening in your world? Cloud.
I don't think I ever have a normal day, bro. It's just there's never a normal day. I think I'm destined to like kiss inanimate objects for the rest of my life. No,
Yeah.
you did great. You're
You
just
can like
listening.
kiss
That's
a
what friends
mirror. You know, at least you got your own back.
are. Yeah, I know.
Self-love.
That's what I end up doing anyway.
Jesus.
There's nothing else here for me. I'm entering my femcell art.
Are you
People,
okay?
Women don't exist. No. Women aren't real, Philly.
No, women. Well, okay, that's fair. But like, there are real life women. You just have to go outside.
Why would I do that when I could just play Azure Lane or something?
You're
I mean, facts. Why go outside? Why go into the real world to do anything? Online exists. What problem? Do talk. So, well, yeah, what problem? Do talk. Exactly. What problem? Do talk. Bruce, this shit is entertaining. Like, I love VTubers. They are some of the most entertaining creatures on the face of the earth, and I love them. I love them all. And I have another one. Like, I have discovered a VTuber by the name of Froggy Lock. Phillian was the embodiment of ADHD until I discovered Froggy Lock. Holy shit, I love her. I'm in heaven with Froggy Lock. It is a beautiful, beautiful time. By the way, Froggy Lock is super progressive, lives in Canada, and I find her to be one of the funniest individuals on the face of the earth, and it's not her even trying. That's the best part. I want to make a comment, but I won't. Cloud, don't.
gonna play
Oh, Cloud wants his face farted on. Probably static, probably.
for anime chesticles, brother. Like, come on,
Look
do
at
me.
yourself. You're anime too. What are you trying to say to me?
Nuh-uh. I'm geeked and cool. I'm like a real anime girl. I'm an anime girl IRL.
That's you're still anime. That's,
Yeah. Okay. Well, but I have swag and aura.
No, you. Why
Okay,
are you
wha-
lying?
bro, are you okay? Fine. Do you want to just roast me as therapy? Is that what you want, huh?
No,
you got
I'm just
stick
a
drift
little-
and you're
no,
right.
I'm
You're
just a
aggroing
little-
me.
I'm just a little-
Did
I'm
I
just a
taunt
little-
you?
It's just
Okay.
you literally caught me mid crash out. It's like you just happened to be the first person I looked at, and then
Okay.
I started to yell. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. No, I understand. I just like, you know, I want to understand like what is going on? Like, what is the situation? I hear Bao, I hear Michi. Are you in the cuck chair?
Well, it's a long story that dates back to 6 months ago. Yeah. Bao was
6
trying
months.
to turn my beautiful relationship with Michi Mochivi into a polycule when she was never invited, and she's trying to do so one
the
cheek at a time. And I think
Okay, what just happened there? Okay, this is where the beauty is, where she's trying to turn something into a polycule. Okay, she's trying to. Numi is not interested. Just watch. This gets funny.
she deserves to rot for that.
Okay. That's a lot to unpack. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna call Dr. K. All right. Yo, what is a polycule, Alfred?
A polycule is basically a network of people who are all connected through polyamorous relationships.
Wait a second.
Include partners and the partners of partners, all forming a sort of interconnected web of relationships.
Again, this is kind of online shit. Part of it is a bit. The joke is Bao's trying to creep into the relationship that has already been established. Numi doesn't like it. Bao was trying to make it a polycule. Numi doesn't want that. Fillion didn't know what a polycule was, but just
You're a swinger?
No!
Oh my god! Wait, you have upside down
He's like,
pineapple on
completely
your room?
just disregarding everything that I just said and focused on the one fucking word.
You're a cock.
Who are you helping? Who are you
You're a
helping? You're not
cock.
helping me. You're not helping me.
If you
know
like
what?
Wario's
know,
brother, you'd be wearing a C on your hat. Yo, I'll call Sneeko. You want to collab?
that's all I'm gonna show you. But like this is the level of content you get from Fillion. That's what you get from Fillion. It's not. Oh my god, we should talk about all these super serious things. It's just turn the camera on and go, and you get shit like that. IRL women try to gaslight me and then steal my money. Why would I go for that? Exactly, anime girls all the way. Cloud, the delay on your reaction speaks volumes. It really does. I think he does want to get farted on. I think that's all we find there. I was fine not knowing what a poly anything meant. Bruce. I'm mind broken. I've been on the internet too long. I know too much. I know what a polycule is. I know what the cuck chair is. I understand what like some really deranged shit is. And sometimes when I bring up like some of the deranged shit I know, and I'm expecting other people to know the same deranged shit that I know, and they go like, "No, what the fuck are you on about?" It's like, holy shit, how am I the one that's knowledgeable about this internet lore? How like for example, like that song. How is it that I know this song but none of my friends do? That makes no sense. Okay? That makes no sense. The Pedro song is everywhere, but somehow my friends don't know the Pedro song. I was doing stuff. Cloud, never ever do stuff while you're in my chat. Please don't. Please don't. Okay? Though, here's another thing. I heard this song before and I had my friends explain this one to me.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Sorry, I always have to do that. I cut out the whole bump, so I have to do that myself every time. Every time that begins, I have to do it myself. It is like it's a force of it's a reflex at this point. But you see, there's that shit. Cause we're all old, but you do this. Weasel, this, I found this from last year. That's last year. They were training with Tibetan monks, probably. Cloud, you say that you're not gooning, but I always know you are gooning. Jeremy knows what the cock chair is because he's always in the cock chair. That's it, Cloud. You get a cuck sofa from now on. Okay. What's the context of that meme? There's no context. It's a song, and then people turned it, and because it is popular. It's a good song. The music video's atrocious. I don't know what the fuck's going on in the music video at all. I don't know if it's Spain or if it's in Italy, but things are happening in the music video where it's just two guys riding on a fucking motorbike or something together. But then you got you got that, and you just go. You know what? You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You just do. I'm gonna get copyrighted for that. Because Pedro. I love that. But here, before I close out for tonight, because I still have to quickly, I'm gonna just throw a few edits onto those the 3 videos I did today and just schedule them out. But before I go out tonight, I do want to show you. I need to show you guys Froggy Lock. I need to show you guys Froggy Lock. You need to understand the beauty of Froggy Lock. Because I have discovered a VTuber, and the moment I see her face anywhere, legitimately, the moment her face is, I have developed a serious problem. It doesn't matter what, it doesn't matter what video it is, okay? It legitimately doesn't matter the video at all. The moment I see this person's fucking face pop up on it, I have to click it. It has become a requirement for me in life. The moment I see Froggy's face on a fucking video, I must click it, because if I don't click it, bad things are gonna happen. I'm trying to find a good, like, a peak one that I can just, like, drop you into. Because that's what's gonna happen, okay? That is quite literally all that's gonna happen is I'm gonna pick one. You're just gonna you just have to kind of be along for the ride with it. Actually, here. Why don't I do this? Why don't I do this? Froggy Mexican bean. Here we go. Here's this. Okay. This is a clip. There's no real context needed other than she's showing off her Tamagotchi. This is the level of content I have been getting from this person, and it's amazing. I can't stop.
I'm working on a video essay about all the color Tamagotchis and where you should actually spend your money regarding them and a bunch of stuff. Oh my god, I love my little taco boy. Look at him. I thought he kind of looked like a bean.
Mind you, this is a super progressive person. It's super funny.
So I put a little hat on him because he looks like a little delicious little brown bean. Wait, is that racist?
It's about to get so much better. I love it. I love this.
Anyway,
I love.
Thanks for helping me send my little. Now I feel like I can't call him a little bean, or put a big hat on him. Now I feel bad. Shit, man. God damn it. Fuck. Now I feel bad. Now I feel like I made a terrible mistake. Wait. Oh my god. And also, okay, so for the frog who said when they were a kid they dreamed of working at Taco Bell, I
love this shit. Her mom, this is quite literally, you just drop in and you let her, she's the one in charge here. She's the one in charge. Just let her take charge and you'll get endless amounts of content and you'll laugh your ass off because it's beautiful. This is what I've been needing my entire life. An autistic ADHDer that knows no bounds and just goes. I love it.
Love that. Dude, so the best Tamagotchi, only if you name the bean Ray, ask Ray. Wait, I saw Benita here. Okay, Benita gave me permission. Benita gave me permission. Mexican food uses a lot of beans, making the correlation isn't bad. That was where my head went. Okay, I'm glad that you at least understand. Even if I am making a stereotype, I'm really glad that you understand.
I love this beauty. This is wonderful.
Oh my god. Benita gave me permission. Benita said I could call it a bean. And so she's Mexican. So I'm taking it. I'm taking the permission pass, the slip. I got the permission slip. Benita's not Ray. He's the rep. Okay, I'll check with Ray. Oh no.
Oh, guys, it gets so much better. It gets so much better.
I'm nervous again. Ray.
Probably stop digging and tell us what the mother game is.
Oh, right! Hold on, I'll tell you the mom game in a second. I have to message Ray.
The best part about this, she's supposed to be doing this. And then she got sidetracked. And then the chat comes in and goes like, no, you need to be corrected to go do this. And she goes like, oh, right. Wait, no, I need to continue doing this. Like she ADHD looped this shit. She's so beautiful. She starts going in all these directions and you're just like, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. She somehow, the chat had to throw her back onto the correct path, and she's like, no, we're gonna continue down this. We'll get back to the correct path later. We need to go over these hills and valleys and shit.
Hey, I have a Tamagotchi that looks like a delicious brown bean, so I thought I should put a sombrero on it. Is that okay? Or wait, but Ray's not Mexican.
Wait, but Ray's not Mexican. This is so beautiful. This is amazing. Sounds okay to me. I agree, Bruce. Sounds okay to me. I would have done that in a heartbeat. But then her ADHD kicks in and goes like, but he's not Mexican. I can't ask him. Guys, we're only 2 minutes into this 10-minute clip.
Is he Puerto Rican? So why is Ray like the figurehead? Why is Ray the CEO? Should I be messaging Ray or should I be taking the permission that I got from Benina to put my Tamagotchi? Puerto Ricans are.
I love this. Please tell Ray about your beat.
Latin culture? I listen to chat too much? Of course I do! I wasn't diagnosed with autism or ADHD before Twitch chat! I started streaming and then I got autism and ADHD! Wait, you're right, I can ask Zen! Okay, I'll ask, Zen is Mexican, Ray's Puerto Rican, so if they both say it's okay, then it's fine. Zen is—
I love this logic. I love this, guys. I love this. Keep going. Let's go, Froggy. Let's go. I love this shit.
Hispanic? Isn't Zen Mexican? Zen, what age did you get diagnosed with autism? Oh my god, I was an adult. It was like 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Was it last year? I don't remember. But what happened was people kept coming in
ADHD, it's so beautiful.
into stream, and I talk too much about my life and my experiences, and people were like,
Just do it, it's fine. My family's from Mexico.
oh my god, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Holy shit, thank you. Okay, thank you, Pixels. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna leave the sombrero on my bouncy little bean boy because I have your permission. Thank you. But I have also asked Ray and Zen. Shit, Ray's replying.
I just got a message from Froggy. Hold on. Message from Froggy on Discord. Ray, I have a Tamagotchi that looks like a delicious brown bean, so I thought I should put a sombrero on it. Is that okay?
I love this shit, guys. I love it so much. Oh god, I'm holding back. I'm holding back the happy tears.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Apparently, I speak for all Hispanic people.
Come on, Froggy.
Rage suck. Read that message to chat.
Wait, maybe he wants to see the Tamagotchi.
She's Canadian. I love how she also says stuff. No joke, guys. There's another clip where she's trying to pronounce bagel, and she does legitimately pronounce it bagel. That's not even me making that shit up. I thought only stupid people do that. I thought that was a meme. I didn't think there was somebody that legitimately would pronounce bagel as bagel. She does it. She does it. I love this.
Is he gonna want to see it?
I appreciate you asking as a representative. Appreciate you asking. That's character development. As the speaker of all his...
Yeah, we all know him. And he's still freaking cool. And kind of... He might be a little weirdo, but he's still freaking cool. And is still making content, unlike the rest of them.
Hispanic people, in parentheses, that you know... I think it's fine. But I wouldn't make him say Arriba or anything like that.
No, do it. Do it. Do it, Froggy. I love this shit. Do it.
Okay, so Ray said, I appreciate you asking. That's character development. As the speaker of all Hispanic people, I think it's fine. I wouldn't make him say Arriba or anything like... What? No, I wouldn't do that. Hold on. I'm gonna send him a picture of it.
Hold on, she's typing back. Yeah, chat said you're the representative. Okay, bet. All right, mission accomplished. Back to squirting.
I'm gonna send him a picture of my little sombrero guy. Maybe I could get him T-posing in the picture? Okay, there we go. Yeah, he's T-posing. That's perfect. That's good. I'm gonna show it to Ray. I'll also send this to Zen because I asked Zen, but I'm gonna tell Zen never mind because I got permission from Ray, and Ray's the representative of all Hispanic people.
I haven't seen Zen react to this. Wait, no, I think I have seen Zen react to this. I think I think I watched Zintrea react to this while Froggy and Ariel were also reacting to, or maybe it was Reactception, but it was the funniest shit ever. I love this shit. I love this shit.
Congrats on being the representative of all Hispanics. Well, I'm the representative of all Hispanics that she knows, which has to be like you can count on one hand.
You thought vinyl was pronounced vinyl? Get fuck Cloud.
Oh my god.
I can't be the representative of all Hispanic people because I can't even speak Spanish. Chibi speaks better Spanish than me.
Hold on. Oh, the picture's a little blurry. That's okay. I think it adds to the charm. As a Hispanic, gotta see the sombrero? Okay, I'll show you. Hold on. Help. Help. I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to flip. I'm trying to... Is
you
it worth
might be my
it?
favorite streamer.
Let me work
Froggy.
it.
But after all this, the idea of you being my mother fills me with mild dread.
What?
Much love. Frog
What
love,
the
love.
fuck? But I'm gonna take such good care of you. In a few minutes. In literally just in moments. Within moments, I'm gonna take really good care of you. Okay, Zen also gave me permission, so I have permission from both parties now to put a sombrero on my little bean Tamagotchi. Hold on, I can show you now. Hold on. I took a little photo.
What the fuck?
It keeps getting better.
Oh Jesus, Chad, is that me?
Oh,
Chad, is this me? Froggy sent me a picture of the actual Tamagotchi.
That's him. Look at his little go-go boots. Look at his little blue platforms. He's got the little heels on. Doesn't he look like a little bean? He makes me think about those red beans or those brown beans. Like the refried ones, the ones that like get all, you can mush them up and they got, and they're really good.
what is she saying? What is she saying?
Oh. Shin-chan head ass! Oh, man, what the fuck? And he keeps T-posing like that. I don't know why he keeps doing that. Ray just said he's so cute. I don't know why he has DSLs, but that's adorable.
33
He
months.
does!
Let's go, Froggy.
Hold on, let me see if I could bring it up here. It's actually kind of... I haven't seen, like, the new Tamagotchis. I haven't seen a Tamagotchi since I was a kid, so, like, 30 years. Fucking 25 years. Here it is. This is the little bean she was talking about. I did say, this is very cute. Why did they give it DSLs? Why did they give the little, like... What those lips do? But everything else is cute as fuck. I mean, the lips might be more offensive on it.
No, the lips are fine. They're fine. Everything about this is fine. Jeremy approved.
But this is my first time seeing a new Tamagotchi. They're in color. It looks like they're the same size. It's zoomed in, obviously, but I assume they're still super small. These are cute.
Look at, he does have DSLs.
Awesome.
Ray and Zenith
He
during
loves
their
Nicki
respective
Minaj.
Tease the Missile Husband launch.
He loves Nicki Minaj. He got the fillers.
That
he got the lip
Tamagotchi
fillers,
has
actually,
come a
because...
long
No,
way
wait,
since
Cardi
the
B!
little black and white screen ones.
These are super cute. Yeah, mine's were,
You just realized what DSL means, buddy. Wow, come on, man.
if you were a kid, back when I was, they were just like pixelated. There was no color. They were just pixels that shit everywhere. The 60s, yo, ban that guy.
Dude, I got the little black and white screen ones. I got some, and I was playing with them so much that I got super bored, and I was like, I need more features. So then I went and I started hawking eBay and Buyee, and I was like placing bids on cheap Tamas and trying to bring home like the old ones. So freaking cute. So
I can't get enough. Here, I have one more. You guys have to see this one because Froggy and her handcuffs. Froggy and cuffs. Let's see. Can I? No. Okay, let me dig through my history. There's one more. There's one more that is quite literally one of the funniest examples of just pure unhingedness. I need to see if I can find it. It's when Froggy's talking about her handcuffs with right here. 13 minutes long, but this is, I can't believe that this was an actual thing.
What the hell, man?
You are an amazing artist. Girl, you are so god you freaking amazing. Your singing voice is so good I listened to your cover over and over again. You are funny. A ray of sunshine, always making me happy, especially lately when life been shit for me, my
Yeah. Oh, Pookie. Oh, Netro. Oh, Pookie. You are my ray of sunshine. Oh, Pookie. I'm also about to ruin your opinion of me. Look at the company I keep. Check this out. Check this guy out. And now. Now check it out. Now check it out. Now check it out. Look at this guy. Look at this fucking guy. Look at this fucking guy.
Hey, the fuck are you talking about?
What's going on?
You
Nothing.
said
What's going on?
my chat informed me that you have a tracker. Your trackers are attached to your body through popsicle sticks and tape.
Do you want to?
So he's talking about like the head tracker. So all the movement, there's trackers and shit that help it work. Guys, this is beautiful.
See my tracker?
Yes.
Oh my god! Yeah. They're in my ears. I have ADHD. 1 second. I'll talk to you in a second. 1 second. I have to show Heavenly my popsicle sticks. I talked to Luna and I was like, "Hey Luna, how am I supposed to wear this thing? Because I got the Leap Motion version 2 and it was new at the time, so there weren't frames for it to hold it." So she was like, "Oh, well, I made my own necklace and you just gotta kind of figure it out." So I was like, a necklace, what am I gonna do? So at first, I had a dog collar.
Got a dog collar.
Wait. Do you not have gloves?
No.
You just have Elite Motion?
I have Elite Motion. That's all I have.
That's why your hand tracking looks like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That and also my model is fucked. My model is fucked. It's so fucked up. The hands are so nasty. Like the fingers are all broken and fucked up and gross. I'm trying to find it in pictures. Do I have? Right, here it is. Okay, so here is. This was version 1 that I had.
Bitch, what?
Well, I need a way to mount it. You know, I need a way to mount it. So I got a dog.
She got a dog collar, guys. Trust me, guys. Trust me. The reality of this collar is gets revealed.
Dog collar? I looked up dog collar for humans because I thought a collar would be the best option. I thought that, like, you know, a human dog collar would be perfect. So that's what I got. Except I was getting way too sweaty in it. So I was like, okay, come on, use your brain, use your brain. This is my current collar. The other collar got too hot, so what I did was I sawed some popsicle sticks and I glued some popsicle sticks. And now, this is my hand tracking.
I am genuinely at a loss for words.
It is shoelaces, popsicle sticks, and glue.
Guys, she's innovative. She is clever. This is a smart thing. Ignore the fact that she's Canadian, highly progressive, and she has a weird disease in her legs where her knees dislocate constantly. Is she a furry? No, Cloud. She's not a furry. She's not a furry. It gets better, guys.
And that's how I have hands.
Why don't you just put it on your desk?
Well, because it doesn't work on my desk.
What do you mean it doesn't work on your desk? All Leap Motion's tracked from the desk.
Well, I tried putting it on my desk, but it was all fucked up and it wasn't seeing my hands properly. And also, it kept seeing my microphone and thinking my microphone was a hand. So I was like, okay, I have to wear it then. I have to wear it like a necklace.
I'm not gonna lie, I could make a tracker headset out of this for my tracker for my heads and arms.
Yeah.
'Cause you don't have Zen level tracking yet, right? You don't have the extra. Huh.
Why do you guys want to see version 1.0? Version 2.0 of the collar is better. Can't you see? It's got popsicle sticks.
It has popsicle sticks. That's what makes it better, guys. It has popsicle sticks. Ignore the dog collar, what the reality of the dog collar is. It has popsicle sticks.
Whole ass bought a BDSM collar, by the way.
It's a BDSM collar?
Uh-huh.
Guys, she didn't know. She didn't know it was a BDSM collar. She didn't fucking know. It gets so... Guys, it just keeps escalating.
What?
Uh-huh.
I looked up dog collars for humans because I didn't know if it would fit my neck or not, and this is what came up, so I bought it.
Yeah, that collar is supposed to go around your neck, and a person is supposed to pull that. You want to know how I can tell? The whole inside is cushioned. A dog wouldn't need a cushion
Froggy,
when they
your
have fur.
Ditch Solutions
That's
prove that
for
you're
being
a
dragged,
wonderfully
Froggy.
creative and
That's why it
intelligent
came with
person.
a leash?
It came with a leash and she didn't put it together.
I still have the leash. It came with a
I have to be very careful because I think that's copyrighted music.
chain leash. And I was like, oh, weird. Like, I just
weird going on.
I just threw it in my drawer. I didn't know. I didn't fucking know.
Froggy, what was the packaging like?
I don't know, like a white made in China box.
Oh my god, I found the one you bought.
You found it?
Froggy,
I got
it's
it on
literally
Amazon.
called Gothic Choker.
I got it on Amazon. Hold
Yeah,
on.
I just found it.
You did?
Froggy,
Exactly?
you're
Are
such a
you
good
sure?
girl.
I'm dead ass. It's literally
Okay.
called Gothic Choker collar, fur lined.
Well, well.
And there's the chain. Yeah, what?
Well, hey,
She bought it. She bought it without realizing what it was. She just bought it. And all the signs around it pointed to BDSM, and she's like, I'm gonna buy it. I didn't know it was BDSM, although all signs point to it being BDSM.
I guess I got an accessory to match my cuffs now, and I didn't even know about it.
My fiance and I were looking to add a little extra something to our
By the way, you guys, you didn't mishear that. She has cuffs.
playful moments. And this
Discord,
pink
so
Gothic
I'm
leather
gonna
choker
stream.
collar
I'll
is
love
exactly
you,
what we
dork.
were looking for. Fur lining is luxurious and a sensual touch that she absolutely loves. Beyond the practical aspects, the collar looks fantastic. It's the perfect blend of sweet and dominant, adding a touch of gothic flair to our roleplay. It definitely enhances the dynamic and adds an extra layer of excitement to our sessions. I am thrilled with this purchase. It is a well-made, stylish, and comfortable collar that's perfect for our BDSM play.
This reminds me, okay, so
Anything with her face in it, I have to click now. Guys, I'm not joking. Like, there's more beautiful moments than this. They're peak. It's some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. Every time I see her face on a thumbnail, I must click it. I'm hooked. I have a problem. But I'm happy.
did a costume when I was I did a costume when I was in college. I wanted to be like a police officer, and then my friend was going as like a police dog. She wanted to be police dog and I wanted to be police officer. We were besties, and I got these cuffs for the costume, and they were the same thing where it's all like fur lined on the inside. And I was like, what the fuck? What even is going? And now I'm thinking about those cuffs that I still have, like they're just shoved off in a drawer somewhere. And I'm like, oh my god, now I have a BDSM collar to match my BDSM cuffs.
She bought furry cuffs and didn't realize what they were for. It's just like the call. Like, how do you not put this together? How? I must study her. I must study this individual. This is what content truly is.
Baby, frog, watch wiggle.
You don't, but you a fake freak.
I'm a fake freak for real. I'm fake freak.
You don't get down like that.
I
So,
don't.
Like, what are you gonna do with it?
I don't know. I've unironically, I have had those cuffs like.
That's gonna would be hilarious.
What?
If Froggy
I can use it.
Ding her with the
Okay,
leash.
next convention I go to, I'll bring you my collar and my cuffs, because I gotta find those things. I think they're just somewhere at the back of my closet. I don't even know. I carried them around for Halloween at college.
Froggy, I need you to say the sentence again, but say for you to take.
What? You can take those.
Thank you. Because otherwise, it sounded like we were going to use them.
No. I just meant like you can have them, because like I'm not using them. No. You can have them, because I'm not using them. Same with the collar. I'm not using the collar anymore because I upgraded to popsicle stick.
Just the way she says that. I upgraded to popsicle stick. I love this shit. I love this shit. She's a sweet summer child. Yes, Cloud. Oh, Cloud. I'm not gonna play it tonight. There's a video where she goes on. Can't believe I'm gonna say this. There's a video where she starts going on about people's nipple colors. And how you can tell what somebody's nipple color is by the color of their lips. That's a ride.
I will take them from you.
Okay.
We are not using them. Bitch, you almost got us clipped and I had to... How the fuck am I gonna explain that to Henya?
What do you mean? How are you gonna explain that to Henya?
She saw that clip. How would I explain that to her?
Well, she's an adult. You just say they were being. Well, you just say you're like that.
Oh, that's not. I don't mind explaining that I'm like that. How would I explain to her the fact that you said I could? You're gonna bring them. Like that sounds like we're gonna use it. Then I gotta explain that to her and meet you.
Get these cool earrings.
You've heard that before. Cloud. You haven't heard the clip that Froggy's. You haven't heard Froggy's clip about it. That's a ride.
And then once it passes them, I gotta explain it to the Badger guys, and then I'm dead. They're gonna just kill me.
I don't know. I feel like in the case of Michi and Henya, they know me. So when I say like, okay, I'll bring the insert sexual object here, I think they get the energy that I'm just handing it over to somebody else, because I give the energy of if I was in a Mormon community, I would be the bed bouncer, if that makes sense. Like I'm just kind of there for emotional support. I'm like thumbs up.
Because you're talking about soaking, but there was a role. That person has a role.
Yeah, for soakers. There's the two guys, and then there's the two soakers, and then there's the bed bouncer.
There's the person that shoves the bed so that they can move. What the fuck is that called?
Yeah, I don't know, but that would be me. That's me.
Is it called the jump starter?
I'm the jump starter. That's my energy. I have jump starter energy.
Hold on, Mormon soaking.
I don't know how they got here. I don't know. Chat, I don't know. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I'm just there to be like, hey, have a great time. I'm gonna go I don't know, drink a chai latte downstairs or something and play my Tamagotchi. Yeah, play my Tamagotchi while jumping, exactly. Time where you're having sex is time where you could be playing games with your Tamagotchi. Shame for shame.
The thing is, I've seen enough clips of this girl. I fully believe that is something she would say to somebody. No joke, just full on look them dead in the eye with like a serious face and go like, time you spend having sex is the amount of time you could be playing with your Tamagotchi. Shame on you.
You know what's crazier? I've heard about the soaking, right? But then I've also heard about them doing it, jump humping. That's what it's called, jump humping.
That just sounds like regular. Wait, is there?
The way this clip ends is the reason why I'm still doing this. They're long gone from the collar, but the reason this clip ends is why I love this chick.
Is there a difference between soaking versus jump humping?
Soaking is the first part, and then once they're in there, another person starts bouncing on the bed to move.
Oh, fuck fucking weird,
Froggy,
man.
you see a
That's
wooden
so
horse
weird.
and be
I don't
like, "Yeah, I love
understand.
horses."
But there's also doing it in a car, so you have your friend drive, y'all are in the back, and you turn left and right really fast.
Are you serious? You're lying. That's not real. But that's not real because Mormons don't use technology.
That's
Mormons don't use technology, guys.
It's Amish.
Oh shit. Like you'd have to be in your horse-drawn buggy and just steering the horse back and forth.
Amish or Mennonites, bro. People always mix them up for some reason. I don't know why. Mormons are a religion. Amish are crazy people.
No, other way around, buddy. You close. Other way around.
Well, okay, hold on. I don't know about that. I think Amish is still religion. But don't they have like a big pastor who's in charge of everything?
Oh, they're actually Protestant Christians. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. If I remember correctly.
Damn.
And I'm probably not remembering correctly because I have really bad brain, really bad memory. Do you remember? Did you ever watch what was it, Breaking Amish or something?
What the fuck is that?
Real, yeah, they leave their towns and then...
Just relax, guys. Let her govern where this goes. It's beauty. It's beauty.
They go into the city
And decide whether or not they want to return.
there was a bunch of controversy because apparently the actors are already ex-Amish and they went in and pretended to be leaving again. But I'm like, oh my gosh, semantics. You think everything you watch on reality TV is real? That's the point of contention. I'm surprised they were genuinely Amish.
Dude, I'm reading this shit, and they all came from fucking Pennsylvania and Ohio.
Yeah!
Pennsylvania is so ass that people just pretend that they live in 1920 forever because they're that bored. Imagine being stuck in the middle of Pennsylvania. You're just like, I'm so bored. I'm gonna pretend cars aren't real.
I just remembered what happened to Cottontail, and I should take this collar off my screen now.
What?
She quick panned her camera over her room, and there was an object. There was a blurred single frame of an object in her room. And she got banned for like a week off of Twitch because they saw that object. And now that I know what that collar is, I'm like, ooh, shit.
Doesn't have the same effect. She had a dildo. That is a sexual object. You have a collar, and you can lie and say it was for your very, very sick dog that doesn't have its own fur.
I mean, I was using it for my hand tracker. I wasn't using it like that. I was using it for my hands. That's it.
So what are you streaming today?
I'm gonna play Mario Kart later.
What are you doing now?
I don't know.
I love this. Just this energy of what are you doing later? I'm playing Mario Kart. Well, what are you doing now? I don't know. I'm streaming. That's the energy I love. I love that. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just here. I love that shit. I love this shit. I love this fucking VTuber. I love this VTuber. This is peak content. It's beautiful. We need more of this. Froggy is love. I don't even give a shit that we definitely disagree on our fucking political opinions. We definitely do. I have proof as to why we definitely do. But I could turn on any fucking video of hers and immediately go like, I have broke out laughing so many times just listening to her. I have had to make it to a point where I can't listen to her at work and I can't listen to her while I drive. Bad things will happen. Very, very, very bad things will happen if I do that. Very bad thing, because I'll just start breaking out laughing. I haven't even shown you guys like her nipple one. I haven't shown you guys when she got high. Fuck. I haven't showed you any of those yet. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it so fucking much. I love it so fucking much. But I'm gonna start wrapping it up, guys. Who are we gonna raid? Who are we gonna raid? Who are we gonna raid? Let me get that. Who are we gonna raid? Who are we gonna raid? I could raid Adam. I could raid Drunk 3PO. I could raid Legal Mindset. There's Pippa. Abomination AJ. Good Logic. What about... Ooh, Beardo. Fuck it, we're gonna raid into Beardo. We're gonna raid into Beardo. We are gonna raid into Beardo because Beardo is buddy. And you guys should all tell him about the joys and glory of Froggy Lock. You must tell him about the beauty of Froggy Lock. Froggy Lock is some of the greatest content that has ever been bestowed upon this earth. We need more Froggy Lock in our life. Raid the fridge? Fuck off, Cloud. Fuck you. But anyways, guys, thank you for coming by. And remember, tomorrow we got a special one. Tomorrow we got a really special one. Let me pull the video up real quick because it is ready. Mama Oko. It is ready. Did I spell? Did spell it wrong. Let me make sure I have the notification ready. I always spell it's 2 C's, not 1 C. 2 C's, not 1 C. Remember, guys, tomorrow we are reacting. We are reacting to a video that has been put into the works. What the literal fuck? This is not real. Why is you acting? Why is YouTube acting like? YouTube is acting. Here, we're watching these. Okay, we're watching these tomorrow. One, why the fuck are you doing a Q&A? Like, seriously, why are you doing a Q&A tomorrow? So your video is about 30 minutes or so long. We are fucking reacting to this shit tomorrow. Fuck her, we're doing this shit. Well, him. Fuck him, we're doing this shit. You've been pumping this shit out for 3 months. You've been waiting 3 months for this, and you pumped it out at probably the worst fucking time possible. You fucked up your launch. You fucked everything up about it. I'm so excited for this video because I'm willing to bet it's gonna be the worst fucking video I've ever seen. I'm hyped for how awful I'm expecting this video to be. But until then, guys, you all have a lovely time wherever it is in the world, and remember to tell Beardo about the joys and glory of Froggy Lock. But until next time, guys, bye for now.